Welcome to the channel. Presented by the Beeline Entertainment, LLC. Enjoy the show.
People, what's good? Yo, check it out. Welcome to the Beeline ENT, LLC. What we got for you? First off, we got the Beeline Web Show on Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, talking a little of everything. Then we got Straight Through the Rope, STR, baby, Wrestle Talk, where we talk all things pro wrestling. Next up, we got the Show Off Show, that's right, the Beeline ENT Entertainment. And then on Sunday nights, we going live on the line with that group panel discussion. Check us out. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. Head on over to YouTube and subscribe. Also, pick up some merch. The Beeline ENT LLC. Let's go.
WTW, Wrestle Talk Wednesdays.
That's right, it's your boy Brian B from the Beeline Entertainment LLC, followed by the American prodigy Warren Marlowe from the Buzz with Marlowe podcast, and you know your boy Trey on Wheels from the 1130 podcast, talking that wrestling. Yeah, be there and make sure you check in at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, and right after that, for WTW, we got the STR Nation, baby, Brian B, Lay, Slim Jefferson, we talking wrestling. Join us 9 p.m. Eastern Time right after commission talks on WTW. Make sure that you like, follow, subscribe, buy the merch, check out the website. Do it all.
Everybody should know. Check it out. Your boy Brian B is trying to go live on TikTok, baby. Follow the Beeline ENT. Head on over to my channel. We got a lot of content. I'm doing a lot of stuff, and I'm going to be doing a lot more. Check us out. Follow us, the Beeline ENT LLC. I'll see you there.
2,000 years later.
It's game time. It's game time.
Stacked. You can whisper behind my back. You can show me how the odds are up against me all day long. You can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. My feet have come too far for you.
Get more W. That Gentlest energy drink mix that's going to power you through your gaming, content creation, whatever you're doing, is there for you. Enter that promo code BrianB NRG and get 10% off your order today. Get more W, get more power.
Yes, you are, yes, you are, yes, you are the only one. 'Cause there's something special about you.
Y'all know what time it is. Check it out, people. I don't know if you know what time it is, because when you hear that song, you know you on the line, baby. It's the Beeline. That is. Yo, check it out. It's Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. It's hump day. It's whatever you want to call it. Whether you be thirsty or whether you riding camels in the desert, it's still hump day. So that means it's WTW. Time to talk wrestling. And you know, the first show that kicks it off is the one that starts with the C. So you see me, John Cena, where you at? Yo, I got some energy today, y'all. I feel good. Got off of work. And I said, listen, we're going to be talking that wrestling. We're going to be talking about a lot of interesting topics today. If you guys are new to the commission talks, you're going to see me. You're going to see Warren Morrow. You're going to see Dre on wheels. You're going to see little Dre, maybe. You're going to see Warren's daughter running around, running crazy and shit. Yo, we doing big things over here. We having fun. First off, I want to say, make sure you like, share, subscribe to everybody's show. Make sure you follow. Make sure you do all that fun stuff that we like you doing, so you can keep watching this. I just realized that I don't have our what's it called? Yo, listen, we can't do craziness on here, so I'm gonna make sure things happen. I got some things I want to tell you before we start today. We got a lot of new stuff coming. I know you saw the new page with STR, man. We got STR Straight to the Ropes Wrestle Talk. That's gonna be coming up later on at 9:00. But first, before we do anything, you have to be brought in the right way with the right introduction. I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to go over to this side right here and show you who he is. Let's go!
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the ring, Warren Morrow, the American Prodigy. Dre on me.
Oh, that was good. Great night. I love that. The boy just having that ending. Man, WTF.
And Brian B.
I personally feel like Gabe made the right decision by not. I think he gained a ton of acknowledgement from their matches with Gunther, taking him to the limits and them showing that.
Commission Talks.
That's right. It's Commission Talks. Y'all know what time it is.
Yeah.
What up, y'all?
Stop. What's going on? What's going on?
Chilling,
It's
man.
Wednesday. It's yeet time.
Ready to go already.
Dre,
man,
you ready?
For real. I can pick up. Look here. If you want to do the dad rant already, man, I can pick up from where I left off on the podcast that I was talking about earlier, man. With Lil Man, and I was just telling you guys before the jump, man. This little man, I gotta bring him in the room and put him in a little
New co-host without even being it. Without even
Exactly,
being
right?
it, he's the co-host.
Exactly. Gotta put him in a little hole,
Bro, you remember when Annabelle in the house, bro? Like she was just
Listen to
running
him.
all
Listen
over
to
the
him.
place for it.
Listen to him.
He's talking now.
Oh, he got a game in his hand
Look,
too. It looked like
what
that. I
you
want to play
saying?
this. He's like,
You
"You
said
want me
Seth
to chill?"
freaking Rollins, right?
He's like, you want me to chill, Dad? Put that game in. I'll be good. I'll be ready.
Yeah. He done messed up my NBA 2K.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so,
Scratch
yeah,
that
that's
stuff.
NBA.
Bro, I don't
Yeah,
even buy this
so,
no more. I can't buy this no more.
Yeah, I won't.
I don't buy this
I
either.
won't. Yeah,
Well, we
that
don't
was the
have
last good
GameStop
game
or
I
anything
bought.
anymore anyway, so you can't really trade. You know how, like, go to those video game stores, even though they would like the bull crap you talk about. Oh, that's scratch. That I was like, bro, I just bought this at the store. How you telling me this is scratched?
Yeah, you forget about it. I learned that lesson a long time. I stopped going to GameStop and all that a long time ago.
You had that moment where you were literally ready just to argue with someone like, bro, are you telling me like I took care of this game? You gonna tell me that this thing is scratched? Like, really right now?
Hey, you guys actually are doing a perfect segue over here for talking about games. Thank you, Lil Dre, for segueing us into the first topic of the. Listen, Beeline, Commission Talks, everybody. You know, you guys are on the line with Commission today, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I've been talking about something all of April. I've been saying, hey, listen, it's been a little further back than that even. But I said, hey, listen, we got a game. It's going to be a wrestling trivia game. I almost got done with it. I'm this and that. Guess what? Listen, I want you guys to check out something real quick. Let me play it for you. Okay, I thought it was gonna have sound, but I'm glad it doesn't. Yo, this is the new wrestling trivia game. You know wrestling, baby. Yo, check it out, man. But yo, this is the brand new game coming from the Beeline Entertainment LLC. It's gonna be a lot of fun, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun. You know, I've got to still get with the commission as well as STR to figure out, because we are, guys, I'm telling you guys, like live in the air right now, we're gonna be the test guinea pigs for this game, yo. So, just to go over the rules real quick, basically it's gonna be 2 teams. I'm going to try to stay away from doing like individuals. It's more fun when it's teams. So at least 2 or more people. So if you got a show or any podcasters out there that are watching us right now, if you guys got a wrestling show, you guys want to jump in. If we get a crew where it could be 4-on-4, if we get a crew, it could be 5-on-4. Yo, I'll be the host of all the shows, but of course I'm rooting for my team. There's no cheating. They don't know nothing at all. I have all the information, and I'm not sharing anything at all.
You ain't doing the special guest referee entrance.
Yeah. I'm special guest referee and shit. I'm Michael Cole and shit. But it's gonna be wrestling. It's gonna be a combination of wrestling trivia. It's gonna be a combination of kind of like name that wrestler. It's gonna be name that move. It's gonna be a bunch of different things. So we're gonna watch videos. You'll see a move, and you have to, and no multiple choice. You just got to know the shit. If you don't know it, then it is what it is. And the team who has the most at the end is going to be the winners, and you'll be able to crown yourself the virtual champion or whatever we come up with. We still got to get a kind of thing like that. It's gonna be rock, yo. It's gonna be fucking rocking. Are y'all excited, y'all?
Yeah, I am. I'm ready for it.
Lil Dre, you ready? He's like, yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it. Right
now. He ready for everything.
Yeah, he's at that age where everything's exciting.
I'll play you in 2K right now.
Yeah. What's good, guys? I know we were talking a little before we started, man. Just kind of, going through life stuff. Dad rants early on.
Summertime's almost here now.
So bro, you see me, bro.
School's almost out. And
I'm ready.
I'm just getting a hit to me, man. It's like, Annabelle graduates pre-K May 17th. And it's like, I'm in my mind, I'm still just constantly thinking like, okay, Belle's going to go to school during the week. I'll be all right. And then I'm realizing, nah, she's here every day. Every day.
And my kids are out in May. They get out in May. They'll be home. Yep. And they'll have, my kids are 13.
Dre's ready to put his kid in school.
Oh yeah, Dre's like, listen, we need a break. That's how you feel.
We was just talking about that too. Last night
about just opposite. He's like, bro, which one you need to put me in? What address?
About even just putting them in school or daycare or whatever. But yeah, next year is definitely time. And you guys talking about you guys getting breaks and children graduating from the next grade or so. Look at it. Non-stop. Stop. Look, what are you doing? Don't stop. No.
Dre gonna be around the house. He'd be like, bro, it is too quiet. Where is he?
Yeah, that's what else you got to get used to. Is like
out. When it's like when super it's quiet, that's when I'm in panic mode, bro.
Yeah, when definitely, I know he in some corner. When they get quiet, he got something in his mouth, or he in a corner.
That's
or
right.
Doing something
in the bathroom. But, does he go in the corner when he has to poop or something like that?
Well, yeah, sometimes he'll definitely go in the corner, or he'll just get real quiet. Just get real quiet, and he'll be playing with his toys.
She never wanted you to see her go to the bathroom. Like even though she was working on Pie Train, we had to walk out of the room. So she would go to the bathroom. Like Annabelle would find one corner and just squeeze till her daggone head would pop off at times just to go to the bathroom. I'm just like, Belle, you good? Yeah. What in the world's going on?
Yeah, man. Yeah, like you guys said, we do the same thing. You know what I'm noticing? Talking about a dad rant. One of the things I'm noticing about like me, or I guess about me, is I'm just kind of my girl's family. Like they're very. Like they do a lot. They do a lot of stuff, and they're the type of family like they'll literally drive 5 hours to do like a simple thing. Like there's a restaurant 5 hours away. Let's go eat there and then drive back home. And I like my family to be close, man. I like my family to be around me and shit like that or whatever. So it's like when they're taking all these trips and shit, I can't always go. I got I'm running the show. I'm working. Got other stuff going on. I can't do like these multiple trips all over the place every 5 minutes. But I get frustrated, man, because I like having my family home and like knowing they're safe and they're even if I ain't doing shit with them, I'll be real. I just like knowing that they're home and they're safe and stuff like that. It's probably kind of selfish or whatever, but
no, it's a comfort.
Yeah, it's comfort, man.
I mean, like you just said, bro, like you see all these things going around the world, bro. Like it's sad, man. Now, think of it this way. Like I was talking to a friend about this recently. We were talking about movie theaters. Like, bro, how crazy is it now that people are actually terrified to go to movie theaters because of just instant just bad things that just have been randomly happening in the world. Like it's
Yeah.
like theaters
Yeah,
might
bro.
be even out of business by a year if we don't have like this big box office movie that makes you want to go see this movie. But it's like
Sit down.
it's just a whole different scenario nowadays now, man.
Yeah, I said that same thing. You know, me and my brother, this is a couple, you know, this is a couple months back. But me and my brother had went bowling. And it was like right after something that happened. I don't remember the event or what it was, but it was right after something that happened. And I remember just like kind of just thinking about it. And I was like, damn, man, anytime some shit, what if somebody just pop off right the fuck now?
10, 15.
Like I always think about like what am I gonna do? Okay, there's something right here, there's something right there. I think about that shit all the time. I'm not paranoid, but you do have to be aware, bro.
Are your girl families? Are they more so like do they have like a lot of gatherings and a lot of like family time or something like that?
I mean, they do like, but it's kind of weird, bro. Like, it's kind of a weird situation with my situation because it's like they're like really all inclusive, like with them. And my family is a little bit more spread out everywhere, but you know, we party. Like, you know, I'm a fucking partier. Like, I'm the party house. I'll host karaoke, game night, whatever, and invite fucking everybody. But they are a little bit more like tight knit. Like, you know,
Like
everything
the
they do together.
private event type scenario.
Yeah,
type
yeah,
people.
shit like that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just more like wild and fucking reckless. So it's just difficult
And
to
you
like, you know.
and you know what? For me, I'm adjusting, and I've been adjusting for some time. But for my family itself, like I got my sisters, and they do their thing, and my little brother, and my peoples, and then I got my girl family. They coming together almost every weekend, and having big gatherings and stuff like that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
for a lot of times though, growing up at an events where it was, at a lot of gatherings, it always sometimes ended in arguments or something like that. So
Oh
you
yeah.
don't want that. You don't want that type of drama. I definitely didn't like that growing up. I thought that was just weird, but it was also still new to me. Seeing her family come together and they just rock out, chill, and everything like that. Shout out to Kofi Weekston though. He said 11:30 and little 10:15. They had me cracking up right
you
there.
gonna get him a shirt now.
That's
He
your
got
name right there,
Oh,
little
right there.
10:15. Though.
Yeah, I didn't even see that.
What up, Kofi? Hey,
Yo,
What up,
but
Kofi?
that's
I,
hilarious.
I agree with both of y'all on that, man. Like that's how my wife was when we were first dating. Well, obviously when her dad was alive, definitely. They had gatherings every other weekend, and my family, I just got my close knit family. I know I have family, and my biggest thing, and I've been telling myself constantly that I'm trying to do better, is reach out to my other family members as well, like my grandparents and stuff like that. I feel
Yeah.
bad that I can't just instantly always remember, hey, text them, say how they're doing, whatever. And then I get this big comment on my Facebook, hey man, we'd like to hear from you once in a while. I'm like, well, it goes both
Yeah,
ways,
yeah.
but it's like I realized that with my wife's family, like they would always have these little gatherings and fun things and stuff like that. But obviously, with her dad passing away, kind of deteriorating and stuff like that, it's just a different transition. So it's something you have to learn how to adapt. And like you said, man, you can't really trust what this world is, but we also can't be living in full
And
fear at the
fear and
same.
shit. Yeah, yeah. It's
Mhm.
gotta be a certain degree of each one
It
because
took me a lot to let Belle actually go to school finally because I was just I was very adamant because first of all, my daughter was never sick. When she went to school,
That's
it's like
that's the
every week, bro. It's
oh
like
yeah.
That's the same thing that we worried about too. And like how you said, you were adamant about putting her in. We been having a conversation too, because his mom's sister, she worked with little kids and everything. And I was having a conversation with her sister and everything. I'm like, when he go outside and he see other little kids, he be, ready to go up to them, play with
Yeah.
them, talk to them and stuff like that. And she was kind of like, that's kind of like a sign. But she also more so like, I don't know. So I'm like, talking to me, I don't think it's gonna work because I feel one type of way, and it's I don't know. You feel it, how you feel. So I mean, like
oh,
it is
bro,
what it
I
is.
kind of regret not putting her in school earlier just because, like I said, man, her being sick all the time. I'm not even saying like not even off and on, like all the time. Every time she was on her school break, she goes to school Monday through Thursday. By Thursday night, she would be fine all day. Thursday night, cough starts. Then her sneezing starts. And then obviously she goes to bed and that just all goes downhill. So I know what my Friday is playing, just playing with taking care of a sick baby every Friday. I was just like, geez, like, is this normal for people? And everybody's like, well, it's part of going to school. And I'm just like, how dirty is it really to put a kid that sickness? Like, really?
Yeah. Yes, it's. I mean, it's definitely hard to deal with those situations. I got lucky because my daughter, we're homeschooling her, and she still gets the kids who are going to school and coming home and everything like that or whatever. So she doesn't really get sick as often. Yeah, she loves it, man. But I was talking about this last night on the web show where I was just like, oh shit, I'm jumping the gun.
I was about to say, let's get it.
Yeah. We about to start talking, but yeah, I was talking on the web show. I was like, we don't just sit around. Like we recently just took her to the library, the public library, and we got her library card. Even I got a library card, rented a book, all this shit. And she just loved it, man. It was just a lot of fun. They got different events. It's different.
I'm still trying to learn how to
do.
get Belle to like do stuff, like the eating.
Make her do it,
bro. It just drives me.
Do it, bro.
I tried to get her to eat a sub today, and you should see this child's make a face like she's eating spinach or something. I'm like, Belle, are you kidding me? You can't eat chicken nuggets all damn your day of life, bro.
You guys see my son falling asleep?
Oh yeah, he out. He almost out. Perfect timing. So hey, listen, Commissioner, we about to get into some wrestling. I had to download some things. So I'm glad we had
dad ran to make him fall asleep. Now we're ready.
Yeah.
I'm about to go lay him down.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Yo, listen. So so we've had there's been some interesting stuff in wrestling. Of course, we're gonna talk about the predictions for Backlash. Backlash, the first pay-per-view after WrestleMania. I'm so happy. One thing I am super happy about that they're not calling that shit WrestleMania Backlash anymore. Trying to play off the name like we're stupid animals. Oh, WrestleMania, I have to watch it now. Fuck you. Like, stop playing with me.
I don't know why Vince came up with that. Like,
bro,
just
because he was trying to play,
bro. Like, just keep Backlash. We
like
know it's a replay of WrestleMania, but just kind of keep it like it. Like, even though back then we knew what it was, but we didn't expect all the same things. Like, sometimes you did get that swerve where that main event, oh my God, The Rock did beat Triple H, something like that. But it's like WrestleMania Backlash, you know how goofy that sounds? I'm gonna beat your butt. I know you beat me at WrestleMania, but I'm gonna beat you at WrestleMania Backlash. Like, what?
I used to hate that shit. I used to hate that shit a lot.
WrestleMania 2.0.
yeah, exactly. That's kind of what they were trying to make it seems. But we definitely going to talk about Backlash and the predictions. I'll pull up some of the matches in a little while. But I guess the best thing to start with is we just had something big happen on WWE, of course, and I guess it was big. They're calling it big. But we had the WWE draft, yo. And as far as the draft goes, I'm not going to lie to you. This was the most underwhelming draft that I can remember in recent history, yo. The last couple ones haven't been like all of that, but this one right here was just dry, man. I mean, most of the ones that they had, people that were changing were, the people that they were announcing that were big, they were on the same show. The shit was basically the same. It wasn't really that many changes. It wasn't that much difference. And I was bored. How do you feel about it, Warren?
I mean, I liked how Michael Cole did say, you want to also draft the ones that you want to keep. You don't want to lose the ones you want to keep. So I kind of had that feel of it just because I watched the NFL drafts and stuff like that. Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool how they put it in that kind of scenario, like the picks are in. Like they kind of played with that nostalgia a little bit. It was interesting. Obviously, it was more of a feel when you got the NXT picks coming in and got drafted. So I think that was more the cool thing of the draft. I mean, it was what it was. I mean, let's see what happens. Obviously, I honestly believe if they really wanted to pull LA Knight into a main title picture, they should have drafted him to Raw. If they
they didn't even mention his fucking name. Ain't that crazy?
What was the other one?
They didn't even mention his name.
I'm trying to think of another one that was a pick, and I'm like, they could have put him on another brand, and he really could have shined somewhere.
Was Seth Rollins even drafted?
Yeah, nope. He was first. He was first round.
Oh, was he? I don't remember hearing his name.
I didn't know.
He was first round. He was right after Jay.
Yeah, I got a list of who went to SmackDown and who went to Raw. We got a full list. I'm gonna get it in a minute. But
they made sure they drafted Seth.
Dre, how did you feel about it?
I was just hearing, that they had a philosophy, Triple H, WWE, or whatever, had a philosophy that they wanted to keep a lot of people on the same brands going forward, sort of having, the same roster to keep everybody sort of intact, keep some familiar faces there. But I just remember like the 2009 draft, the 2010-ish draft, or even drafts, beyond that, man. It was really no big surprise factor in this draft. It didn't seem like it was like important. Usually we see tag teams get in the draft, one go one way. It would have been great seeing the Street Profits going one way, the other one going the other way. So, and then it's like with the draft, you don't know the final testament. I think they were drafted to Monday Night Raw, right?
They were, yeah.
I was happy about that.
Yeah, and the only reason why I said that because it was just like a couple of guys that were on NXT. I got upset about it. I think Chelsea Green at the end of NXT. She was like, "Thank you to Ava, for having me or bringing me to NXT," and I was like, I think it would have been a great thing to, try to, let her spread her wings and see what she could do on Raw or SmackDown. But
I agree with
that. She's still going to be on there. I think she's just going to play with both.
But you know what, Warren? No, I mean, I think that's part of the problem, though, man. The thing is, if you got Chelsea Green, who is somebody in recent weeks I've really been paying attention to her, yo. I don't know what it is, but she's fucking great. She's great,
like a natty. She really is a
she's really good. And it seems like they're not taking advantage of her, yo. Like they got her, just like you just said, Dre. Like they got her in NXT. I think if you're gonna put her over there, I want to see her take the belt. Like that's not the sorcerer.
That's what I'm thinking. That's where they would go. They would probably have to put.
I'd be down for that shit.
She got that gimmick,
like how they do with Natty. Do like with the belt scenario. Get her built up. Build the next champion like they do with Dominic and stuff. But you got to remember, they are doing that CW deal. So that's got to be something coming in with it as well.
Yeah. So, but the draft was, what it was. No big change ups. I do agree that LA Knight would have been better on Monday Night Raw, seeing a couple of shakeups.
It's different. There's no big star power right now on Raw, and it is.
Hold on, let's go through it. Let's go through it. All right, so I got both picks. We're gonna do SmackDown first. I was trying to put it on the screen, but fuck it, I'm just gonna read it.
Good, though.
All right, so SmackDown draft picks that we got is you got Cody Rhodes, the champion. You got Bayley as the champion. You got Logan Paul as the undisputed champion. We're gonna talk about that motherfucker in a minute, yo. You got A-Town Down Under as tag team champions, and then first draft pick was also interesting. Bianca Belair. That was an interesting call, but here I'm gonna say already there. Fucking, Carmelo Hayes got called up, which I think everybody kind of saw.
Real fast before you finish, I think it was interesting putting Bayley number one. I think they knew obviously Roman Reigns was going to be number one, but with him withdrawing from the draft, they wanted to have an interesting shock value in a way to see who would be number one. And I think everybody was surprised that Bianca was number one.
Was she supposed to be number one though?
I think obviously it was supposed to have been Roman Reigns.
No, but I'm saying Reigns,
I don't think Roman was planned to be in the draft to begin with.
But I'm saying
even if he was,
Roman's a wild card.
If he was, yes.
Roman's a wild card. He's just like a Brock Lesnar right now. But I'm saying like,
hey, I'm Brock's schedule.
Even with Roman Reigns, us knowing that he wasn't going to be in it, like, is Bianca the one that you would have thought? Oh shit, Bianca Belair is number one draft pick.
Nah, I would have went. To be honest with you, I would have went with Carmelo. He's one of the guys who was in the first round. Introducing someone new. Someone fresh. That's what I was thinking.
Well, you have you had Carmelo Hayes, then you had Randy Orton, you had Nia Jax. I thought Nia Jax was a nice switch up. LA Knight, these guys all been on what's it called Bloodline already there. AJ is already there. Andrade, I can't even remember if he's there or not. I think Andrade was on Raw, kinda.
Yeah,
And
he
then
was.
He was on Raw last
What
night.
happened with that?
Yeah, he was on Raw last night. One of them.
Monday.
That's what. Listen, when I was watching Raw last on Monday, the first thing I said was Nia Jax was coming out. I'm like, damn, they already fucking this shit up. And then Michael Cole's like, oh no, that doesn't take an effect or what. Yo, listen, man, stick to some shit. Then you got the OC, which is interesting that they got drafted. AJ Styles got drafted, and then the OC. So I'm hoping they're going to do something with them. Baron Corbin, that was a nice call up. Cedric Alexander and Ashanti the Adonis, which I don't know what the fuck they're doing with those guys because they just jobbed Cedric Alexander ass out the Braun Breaker the other day. Yeah, Jade Cargill, Kevin Owens, The Pride, Tiffany Stratton, big one. Legado del Fantasma, that's good. Shinsuke. Naomi, Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, Pretty Deadly, Candice LeRae, Indy Hartwell,
so
DIY.
Okay, so they did go to SmackDown. Okay.
Yeah, they went to SmackDown.
I gotta say this: Candice LeRae might have a whole new look pretty soon.
She's boring, bro. I'm sorry, she's boring.
If they let her run with the heel run, I just say
Candice
give it a try. Give it a try. Let's see what happens.
I'm more interested in Indy than I'm interested in her, though.
Oh, I would definitely agree with you on that.
Yeah, Indy feel like she
kind of had a hot run before she lost the NXT title. Like. I felt bad for her because it was like she finally won that NXT title, and then she had to drop it because she got drafted. Was it to Raw? She got drafted to Raw last year.
Yeah, she was on Raw. Yeah, that's right. She went to Raw. Then she got injured, and she kind of left that shit out. But you got Candice LeRae, Indy Hartwell, DIY on SmackDown, that could be interesting. Blair Davenport, Apollo Crews. How the fuck, Apollo? What are you doing? Because how are you still there? I'm not trying to be a hater, yo.
Training permit.
He must be doing He must be doing background work, bro. Because that motherfucker, he ain't never on TV. They've tried multiple gimmicks with him, and he just don't catch.
It really did. It's sad. It really is sad though because
he could get his when
he first came into NXT, he was cool. Then he came up to the main roster. Shit went flat. Then he went back down to NXT. He went back down to NXT, and then that's when everything took a turn for him. Especially when the pandemic and he was like the Nigerian, the whole gimmick. Yeah, I was like, okay, Apollo, he became Intercontinental Champion, and then shit just went south.
That's right. That was the best thing that happened.
And then another thing I also said during that time, though, some of those people that you've seen in moments, you probably wouldn't see in moments now because it was just like, well, it's 3 hours, we're in a pandemic, in this Thunderdome, let's just try everything. And some guys we don't really see.
They took some advantages of that, and that was the cool thing.
Yeah, they did. They did take some advantages.
I will say this: Apollo's runs really helped Big E as a singles competitor.
But another thing to what, like Roman Reigns said, to how it helped him and his tribal chief persona, and when it was no fans. It was no fans. You get to really tone in, and I think that's what helped Apollo Crews when he was in that Nigerian, character when it was no fans. He can come off. Yeah, he could have quiet noise around him. It was no fans, so he could really sort of get in tune with it.
Have his confidence.
Yeah.
And you don't got the fans came back. You don't have.
I've said this countless times. When Apollo first came to NXT, I was drawn to him. Like the dude looked phenomenal, and the way he could move, you don't see someone that big move like that.
He corny though, bro. I'm sorry.
No, I'm trying to hate
on NXT. Did corny nigga like
on NXT, like when he was first.
Yeah. I mean, he could wrestle. He
had some good freaking things, but the one thing he lacked, and I told Dre this was going to be his biggest downfall, was that damn promo work. Yeah. He can't just constantly smile all the damn time.
Smiling all the time.
It's like, bro, if you really want to work on that, go in them acting classes, work on that promo work, because he was a guy you could have sold tickets for and stuff like that. When him and Finn matches on NXT, I still say we're like really very underrated because those matches were phenomenal. Those two moved back and forth very well. The crowd was behind him on NXT. And it was just like he did not work on his promo work. If he would have worked on his promo work, he would be a lot bigger than what he is right now.
Yeah, I believe it. But last two for SmackDown was definitely which is fucking weird.
Speed title.
You had Giovanni Vinci on fucking SmackDown by himself. And
Oh wow, he was on SmackDown.
Tegan Knox. Yeah, they got him on SmackDown. And Tegan Knox. Tegan Knox. Yo, I said this when I saw Tegan Knox's name. Tegan Knox is. I don't know her, indie. I don't know her whole history and whole life and shit like that or whatever. But as far as on the main roster, bro, she has been super, super. Another one just been underwhelming, bro. Like, she had
Yeah, it's her
couple
injuries too.
SmackDown. She's injured every 5 minutes.
It's her beliefs. It's her beliefs why her character, because she's had some times where she could get something really there. It was just the fact that
the best thing she had was with the shorty. Who was it? With they had their little rivalry. Yeah, Dakota. Yeah.
When then she got her leg injured or whatever, right after that.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing, it benefited Dakota Kai more than anything, because Dakota Kai is one of your standout ones that you're still watching on the TV nowadays.
Yeah, she's thank Bailey for that shit.
At first, it's like Tegan Knox is like, damn, like you did have a spotlight on you for a minute, like.
What about Monday night? Monday Night Raw stayed the same too.
Monday Night Raw. So we got Damian Priest champion. You got Becky's champion. Sammy's Intercontinental champion. Awesome Truth tag team champions. Now we got first pick Jey Uso. First one stand on the thing. Seth Rollins, like Warren said. Braun Breaker. He went over there. Liv Morgan stayed there. Ricochet stayed there.
I want to say I keep cutting you off, though.
No, you good. Did you guys? Yeah, I know you want to talk about it.
Did you guys see? Did you guys see what happened? Did you guys see in the backstage segment where it was
with Liv and Dominic?
Yeah, and Liv and Dominic.
Bro.
I was watching Busted Open. I was watching Busted Open radio, and Bully Ray talked about that. He went on and said, "Man, this would be a great thing for her to actually do." And then come to find out, they're actually doing it. Like she's
like smashing, like she's smashing Dom, right, and shit like that, right?
Well, not necessarily smashing, because we know he's married. He just got married. Actually,
whatever. Yeah,
she's still in Dominic. She's still in Dominic from Rhea Ripley, and basically she's on this revenge story. And when she said something, Becky or Nia, that she said, "I'm taking everything I want." So whatever she, talking to Dominic or was talking to him about, she gonna get what she want, because you could tell. Fucking JD McDonough had his fucking head punched in, and Finn Balor is just quiet. And Priest, I'm waiting for Priest to just stand all the way out.
Snap, man, because he's coming in there too corny right now. But poor JD. JD took a.
Yo, I want to talk about that real quick, man. One thing that I did notice, because Dom's injury, is you kind of saw Finn Balor is now kind of taking the place of Dom as like the henchman role. And I think that's fucking horrible, yo. I noticed that when he came down with JD McDonough and he kind of came down and jumped in the ring. I noticed before that they were kind of keeping Finn out of the picture, yo. And now to see him kind of jump in and kind of take the spot of where Dominic would have been if he didn't get injured, I think that's kind of killing the story a little bit. It was better seeing him not around Damian. But I mean, I don't know how they're going to try to swerve it. We know it's going to get to a Finn Balor, Damian Priest kind of,
play with it for a little bit. I think that's where that long-term storytelling. But I think it's just the fact that they want to keep that, that placement because they want to see where Damian is right now. I got to say this now. I have said it countless times. I don't see Damian Priest as the main event guy. Monday night, I kind of saw a little bit of it. I didn't see fully of it, but I saw there's parts that I can tell where Brian's been like really high on Damian Priest for a minute.
No, wait. No. Listen, I gotta make sure you know.
I know the shock factor.
I was never ever like Damian Priest is the top player. Like I never said that. I just said that with the Money in the Bank, anybody can be a top player. That's the part of it. But I'm the one on the opposite side. Like, yo, Damian's got a belt now, and yo, his promos are fucking lackluster. And I'm interested to see what they're doing. But like you're saying, if you saw like a spark or something, because I still haven't really seen it. But I don't think that he's bad. I think he's a dominant presence.
But he's just not a role right now.
He's just not believable.
I don't need y'all. Why are y'all helping me? Why are y'all doing this without?
Yeah, he said that. He said that last Monday, and he said it this week also too. But I can see Damian Priest.
Making no tickets out of that.
It would really sell for me, and obviously you got JD and you got Finn and you got Dominic, who's taking all the punches and everything for Priest, throughout the Judgment Day. I want to see Priest just be on his own, and
Yeah.
I
just
hate to
go at it. He's
say
gonna be
this.
world heavyweight champion because you got Dominic. He's gonna be the
Priest
sort of
is
the
gonna be
ass of the
champ.
group. Everyone is gonna boo him, and everyone's gonna do the same thing with JD, and even what happened with the whole incident. But yeah, I think Priest needs to remove himself from all the ridiculousness
Do
that's
you
going on in
think?
Judgment Day. Even though Judgment Day is a wonderful group,
I think
but
injuries are fucking
Do you
Judgment Day up
think?
right now.
Do
That's
you
what I think
think
their
Priest
storyline's
might
getting fucked up
not
because of it.
win Saturday because the way that
Nah,
stuff is
I
going
definitely
right
don't
now?
think that.
For
nah,
it to
nah.
I would be
continue a
shocked.
really interesting story for Judgment Day, Priest would need to lose
But
to keep
but
that
they
story
injured,
interesting.
bro. Them
Yeah,
niggas
That's
but
injured.
I agree. I think that's where that really messed up is that injury
Yeah,
standpoint.
they all
With
injured.
Dom hurt because
And
Dom has
Rhea.
been wrestling
yeah,
every
I
week.
think that's a little too soon for that to happen because I think they just put all their investment sort of into Priest and him
Poor
becoming
JD.
world champion just for him to sort of lose it at Backlash
You
though.
wanna know what I think is
No
gonna happen
offense
at
to
Backlash?
Backlash.
Let's get an early prediction. I think Tamatonga and Solo gonna fuck him up. I think Jacob Fatu maybe as well. I think he's
They're
gonna. I
gonna
think
fuck
they're
who
gonna
up?
Jimmy. I mean not Jimmy.
Oh,
Jay.
Jimmy. Oh, Jay.
Jay.
Okay.
I
I
think
think
Jimmy. I know. I
I
think
think
just
they're gonna
Jimmy's gonna
interfere.
come out. I think Jimmy's just gonna come out.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It could be
Yeah.
because notice
Jimmy might run in and help him. I don't know.
Now,
hold on.
now, now,
Let me put this together real quick. Let me see if I can put it together real quick. With Jay going after Damian, Jay's
I could tell the
he's
story
pretty
for
hot,
it
bro.
together.
He's pretty hot right now. He's like one of the hottest guys on Raw. And getting a lot of heat. Got a heat from Logan Paul. He got heat from even with Judgment Day, all that shit. Braun Strowman, like people are coming in. Jay's he's around a lot. When Solo and them came in, the first thing they did was take out Jimmy, bro. Then they were taking out KO. It's kind of like they're tying up loose ends, and Jey Uso is one of the biggest loose ends, man. I can see them causing his title match a loss. Is Backlash. It's not a huge pay per view, and I think it would help Damian Priest because he isn't believable, bro. At
the
this
only
point,
reason, the only reason I can see that, but I can
I
only
actually
see
agree.
that happening. Hold on, I can see that, but I only can really see that happening in the main event.
if
I
it's the
don't
main event,
see.
yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
it's the main event
Well, you know,
because then you would see, Jacob Fatu would join Tamatongo and Solo, who will could come out and
that could be match
cause Jey
one.
Uso the match. But then also, with you got the tag team match with Randy and KO teaming up to take on Solo and Tonga. If that's the main event, also you got Jacob Fatu coming out there and making sure Solo and Tama, win they match over RKO and such. And then
Yeah,
also you got the wild card right now, which the whole White Six thing seems like it may make a debut this
I hope
Sunday.
so,
I
man. I
think they're
fucking
gonna
hope
wait
so.
that on the next one. I don't know
Yeah,
if
I don't think that I would hope so. I would
I don't
love
know.
it.
They did it on
I
Extreme
would
Rules.
love
Where
it.
was where was Extreme Rules at?
The
It
Extreme
was
Rules.
overseas. It was overseas.
No, no,
It
no,
was
no. It wasn't overseas though. But I remember them doing them Easter eggs, something like how they did Wolf.
it
And
was
I
overseas.
catched all of them though. And I was just on
I
TikTok
watched
and
the TikTok of them. Yeah,
yeah, and TikTok was
all of
putting
them.
together some of them because when they initially pop up, and I put the phone up and try to catch it, it wouldn't necessarily go through. So I'd be like, to me, for real, like old school WWE, like if they dropped the Easter eggs, they
You know,
actually did
sitting
it
there
on the
trying to put
actual
laser
show.
tag.
But
Pew,
now,
pew.
since technology is so advanced, you drop an East, you could do that and have people with their phones go on and watch it. Like
Yeah.
Bro, you should tell
back in
you
the
on
days.
TikTok they got somebody that replayed it and actually did the QR code and it just shows the bird and says follow me.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
they replay all them shits. They're
Yeah,
like
one
all
of them
put them all
said,
together.
we are family
We
and
are
something
family,
like
we
that.
are
Yeah,
waiting and all that. Yeah, they've
yeah,
been
yeah,
like
yeah,
playing bits of it every single week. It's
All right,
perfect what they're
I
doing.
actually want to talk about that too. I didn't even that wasn't even like a thought for me. We're gonna talk about a couple of things, and we're digging in some conversation this episode. But check it out. All right, so for the rest of the draft, we had Ricochet, you had Sheamus coming back, Alpha Academy, which I don't even know who they are anymore because they are kind of they're evolving, and I like what they're doing with Chad Gable and everything. But yeah, Kiana James, Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, Alba Fire, and Isla Dawn, Ivar, Imperium, Damage Control, CM Punk, Braun Strowman, LWO, Drew McIntyre, The Judgment Day, Ilya Dragunov, The New Day, Lyra Valkyrie, Final Testament, Big Bronson Reed, Natalia, Kaden Carter, and Katana Chance, Odyssey Jones, which was interesting. It was very
Odyssey
interesting.
Jones?
Yeah, Odyssey Jones is
For
on there.
real? What?
And my boy, fucking Dijak, yo. I'm
For
excited
real?
to see
That's
Dijak
crazy.
on there.
So those picks must have went on television.
They
Was
weren't,
that
yeah.
the one that wasn't
Oh,
on the
that's some
television?
bullshit.
Okay, so
Nah,
that's the
Dijak.
final.
That's
those are the
bullshit,
big ones.
man.
Okay.
To put Dijak not on television and then they can that's crazy.
I'm down for
I'm excited
Dijak.
for that.
I want to
I'm
see
down
what
for
the
that.
fuck he do,
And
bro.
Odyssey Jones is another one, but I feel like they're gonna drop him out though, man.
They
Like,
probably are.
yeah,
I can see him and Bronson
he was,
Reed. I can see the big man matches.
yeah,
wasn't
he
an
was
Odyssey
alright
Jones
in NXT
fan
when he
in
first
NXT.
came.
Yeah, you weren't. I haven't really seen him too much. I ain't gonna lie and act like I've been playing him, but he's a big dude.
You ain't missed
Yeah.
much.
But we got Creed Brothers and Ivy Nile, and then the last ones is Newcastle Republic, which I thought was really interesting because you have
There's
Imperium.
a lot of tag teams
Hey, but
on
that's
Raw
Pete
right
Dunne.
now.
Yeah,
There's a
look,
lot of
Pete Dunne is
tag
on Raw,
teams
though.
on Raw right now,
That's real
and
interesting.
women. There's a lot of women on Raw as well.
Yeah,
and it's and I think it because you got to think now. Now you got Natty, you got Shayna Baszler, you got your veterans, but you also got the newer generation to spring up and see what they really can do this year. So
yeah.
I mean,
as long as they do
really,
something with them, man.
It's going to be the fact that there's not a main stardom on Raw right now. Believe it or not, like they're going to make new stars this year. Honestly, in my opinion, going back to the Damian Priest thing, when they did the promo with Judgment Day and Logan Paul looked like the main eventer than all of them.
Oh, listen, Dre, you know, because I think I said this to you. But just like you just said, Warren, I personally I sent that in the chat. I think I personally, Logan Paul
looks like he has got it.
He is definitely the next motherfucker who I can see like top heel status.
If top heel.
Top heel.
Well,
he's already babyface.
He's already.
I don't care what.
This is what I was about to say. If you guys didn't see him on that Pat McAfee show,
but they ain't
hear
no babyface.
Hear me out. If you didn't see him on the Pat McAfee show at the WWE World that WrestleMania weekend, trust and believe, he will be a babyface.
I think he's got charisma, bro.
But he is so much hotter as a heel.
As a heel,
especially
everybody
with the
is.
Everything is like that. But I can definitely see him as a babyface. Question though, out of all those picks though for Raw or SmackDown, who's in let's say is December? Who do you feel will have a big impactful moment out of those rosters by the end of the year?
Oh man,
Braun Breaker.
I think Braun
Breaker. I can definitely see Braun Breaker.
Definitely.
I think
Dragunov. I think
that'll be storyline based though.
Walter.
I think that'll be story. Yeah, I think the Ilya shit will only be if it's involving Gunther. It would have to be something else. I don't see him by himself having like a standoff. And if you're talking about like somebody's going to come off and just be like another top contender for like a big, babyface spot or even a big heel spot, I mean, you still looking at Bloodline and whatever the fuck they doing for sure. Somebody new. I'm hoping Dijak will kind of introduce like a new. I don't think he'll be like a big what's it called? But for me, Logan, bro, I think Logan Paul's going to take this shit to another industry. Like he
I can see him being the world heavyweight champion.
So can I.
I can see him being world heavyweight champion.
Not even world heavyweight, Dre. Not even world heavyweight. I could see him fucking holding the WWE championship, bro.
For real? Now I don't know just yet.
He got it, bro.
Like Cody gonna hold on to that. I know he do. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. But the World Heavyweight Championship, you could sort of like,
that could go to anybody. I feel.
Yeah, but
World Heavyweight.
Yeah,
it's really like how Raw and SmackDown were winning.
Yeah, but the World Heavyweight Championship is sort of like, damn, you could win this WWE Championship, but the big guy got it, so I'm gonna give you this World Heavyweight title.
Yes, that's how it really is.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar.
Like
those big names are the ones who hold the WWE Championship. Those are that's the big name motherfuckers. The Rock, John Cena. But I'm telling you right now, people like I'll go even as low as Bronson Reed. Those motherfuckers can easily become world heavyweight champion. I'm not trying to hate on it. I'm just calling it how it is. It's a more obtainable title Basically,
and
there's more
and
prestige to the WWE
even to
Championship.
I
even
see
to look
Miz
back,
and Truth better chance than Bronson Reed, in my
Well,
opinion.
even
Miz
to
already
look
had
back
it.
at
Miz
a
already won championships. He's
I'm
already a
saying
heavyweight champion.
Our Truth can even win the damn thing more believable than
even to
Bronson
look
Reed.
back like at a small stat though, a small
Well,
stat.
you know, CM
Batista,
Punk when he gets
but
healthy,
but
that's his brand. We
but
already know
Batista,
that.
he was on SmackDown, and majority of his world title reigns was the World Heavyweight Championship. He only won the WWE Championship one time, and
Yeah,
that was a lot
he
of
did
guys
only
who
win it once.
when
Yeah, he won
yeah,
against
that was
Cena, I
a
think.
that was for a lot of guys who when the WWE Championship was just on Raw. You know, a lot of those guys who were they were world heavyweight champion maybe three times. The Great Khali, they didn't get that close to the
Let, let,
WWE Championship.
let me say this on that same topic, because I've been hearing this conversation a lot with the comparison to like the back in the day World Heavyweight Championship, which is the one that came straight out of like WCW and shit like that, to the one we have now. I understand how everybody says, oh yeah, well this is continuing on the same lineage and shit like that or whatever. Okay, that's cool. Like you can make a story out of anything. But at the end of the day, the way that the fucking World Heavyweight Championship was conceived was because Roman was dominating and you couldn't stop the motherfucker. Whether it be because of the storyline they were telling, whether it be because he was the greatest champion, nobody could beat him, however you want to look at it. I feel personally this world championship is not the same as the one that was back in the day that
It's
Batista and them was
because
holding.
they messed up when they merged it together. They should.
Well,
Yeah,
I
they
don't know
messed
about even
up.
the merge. I don't even know about the merge, bro.
They
I think
never
it's just
merged them
because
Yeah,
together
the
because you
timing
want
it came
two
out.
brand splits. You want two brand splits, so you're trying to make it seem like, hey, there's two
no,
different
and
shows.
they messed up at the merge. In my
When
opinion,
they
when
merged
Brock
it, that's
Lesnar
where they messed it up.
when Brock Lesnar won that fucking elimination chamber match instead of Bobby Lashley
USA and
retaining the
Fox wanted
WWE
Roman.
championship,
That's what it really
and
screwed
then they
everything.
had Brock Lesnar going against fucking Roman Reigns for the greatest of all time, the best in the world
Match, bro,
title,
that
and
shit.
unify. Yeah, that bullshit. And then Roman Reigns win, of course, and he unified the title. Dumb as shit. No, and
That's
you would
Ray
have
is
had the
funny as shit.
WWE Championship,
bro.
then you would have had the Universal Championship, which eventually that would
How
have came to
mad
its
were we
demise.
about
Hold
this,
on, hold
man?
on. It would have came to its demise because then Bray Wyatt eventually, he passed away. So, but I'm
Yeah.
saying though, also too, they came up with the World Heavyweight Championship. Yes, because no one could beat Roman Reigns, but also the TV networks were tired of
They want
not
a champion.
having
Yeah.
They need the
championship on
Yeah. They
champion.
want
Monday
They
a
Night
need to
champion.
Raw.
go on TV. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like that belt is more like we were calling the consolation prize. Like for whatever reason, it's more achievable, it seems, for people to win. Like you were saying, Warren, like I said, just to name a name, like I'm not saying because he's great or anything. I'm just saying because if you saw him win that title, it wouldn't be as much a surprise as if you saw him win the fucking W. If you saw Bronson Reed win the WWE championship, you'd be like, what the
I'll stop
fuck is
watching.
going on? But if you saw him win the World Heavyweight Championship, I'm like, okay, I guess. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the title doesn't have as much to me, bro. Like, the WWE Championship is Roman Reigns. You got even though he had the Universal Championship and all that shit, whatever. That's what they merged those two. But you had all of the stuff that was happening and everything that was around it. The title just is less, in my opinion, man. I mean, and it seems like it is just that's why Damian can have it. Like it's just
that's
like
why
anybody can kind of get it.
that's why they say the title doesn't. You know what they say? The title doesn't make the man. You make the title.
Make the
Or
title,
something
yeah.
like that. Yeah,
For the
yeah.
most part, kinda, bro. Because
Yeah,
you could get the
yeah,
fucking,
because
Intercontinental Championship, and Gunther did make the Intercontinental Championship prestigious because you couldn't beat the motherfucker for it, so you
even
made it.
even Roman
Yeah,
Reigns made the Universal Championship
you're right.
prestigious though,
You're right.
because a lot of people was so mad, like how they were mad when they came up with the World Heavyweight Championship. It's like, the
Bro,
ugly
when they
blue
came up with that
title. What
Universal
the
Championship,
hell?
people were pissed.
That's what
And
I'm
it was
talking
Kevin
about. The
Owens.
Universal.
Red.
That's
Made that
that's
pretty
what I'm
nice.
talking about. Yeah, it was red at first, and yes, of course.
Yeah.
Then it became blue when they went to SmackDown. Yeah, you're
The
right. You're right.
fucking
But
All right,
yeah,
color
so it was
changing
weird.
titles.
we're gonna jump
Yellow,
in.
red, blue, green, orange.
Yeah, I hated all that shit, bro. I'm never gonna. But we're gonna jump into
And
some
the
other
whole
topics.
year.
Y'all definitely know we had the draft, and the draft was interesting. But here's a little bit kind of wrestling related, but definitely dealing with a wrestler. Have y'all heard the controversy that's been going on? It's not really I'm not trying to like spread hate or anything. But The Rock has been in a little bit of heat, man, with Hollywood recently. Y'all heard about the different stuff going on with
I
him?
think it's about politics.
I may
in
have
my
heard
opinion.
one thing, but I haven't heard anything.
I think
Listen,
it's based
Warren,
on
I know
politics
you
because
love The
Rock
Rock.
said
No.
something about
I love
Listen,
The Rock
hold
too,
wait.
man. What's
Wait,
going
wait.
on?
I love
might
The
be
Rock
on
too,
that.
but Warren be on that biased shit. Like, I'm not
No,
gonna
but
say anything.
I saw something about peeing in bottles and stuff. I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, motherfucker.
cool.
Well, but listen, this is what they said. I'm just don't knock it. Like, speak what
No,
the
I'm not
the
knocking it.
truth
I'm
is
just
saying.
saying, like,
What happened?
peeing in
Tell me.
bottles.
What happened?
All right, so basically, people are saying that The Rock has a very unprofessional work ethic. With he's definitely the hardest worker in the room. He's doing 700,000 things, but they're saying he's showing up late to a lot of different
I
events.
knew it was coming.
He's doing a lot of different things, and he's kind of bumping elbows with people who are kind of feeling conflicted. They're losing money. Listen, bro. We're three wrestling fans in the room. We love The Rock. We grew up watching him. He's our fucking guy. But let's be real. If you do have somebody, The Rock has 100 fucking jobs. Kevin Hart said this shit too. Kevin Hart, The Rock ain't never here on time. He was joking with him, but I believe it. They said that he's pissing in bottles, leaving them around the set, and kind of just rubbing people the wrong way a little bit. They said the shit with Vin Diesel and him having fight and shit like that or whatever was, people are saying because but people are saying like it's just he kind of is at a different caliber. He's high status. I remember an interview. I think it was by the Nation of Domination. I don't remember who it was, but they were saying like, yeah, The Rock is kind of one of those guys. Like, he talks about himself in the third person. Now The Rock wouldn't say that. And they were. I'm not hating. I love The Rock too, but I'm just saying, like, this story is a story, motherfucker. I'm not
I want to chime in real fast. I want to chime in real fast. Hold on, real fast. I want to chime in, and it always it never fails though. Throughout everyone childhood heroes, throughout entertainment, sports, whatever it is, we all had that one person to where we admired, we looked up to, and some bullshit came out and hit the fan and was like, damn, that happened. And then you had, some of the people you looked up to in the entertainment world and et cetera, where it's just like, you really haven't, they just been quiet. You ain't hear nothing, and that's how it was for me with The Rock. But with all this shit going on, and I'm not going on comparisons, I don't want you guys thinking me like that. But with all this shit going on with P. Diddy and everything else like that, I nothing passes me by. Like, I could believe it. Like, I mean, but at the same token though, like I mean, he is The Rock. I mean, you're gonna probably do it, but I do believe it to a certain extent.
Listen, I believe it too.
It's gonna come out.
I'm not shitting on him, and that's what I'm saying. Like, even with it being true, like even if it's true, bro, I don't think it's because he's bad. You know what I'm saying? I think he just does 1,000 fucking things, and
I'm thinking also too, when you in that limelight too, it's eventually where it's gonna come to where it's like some negative news is gonna come out, about you, in the world, like, and that, you heard about The Rock. The Rock was like, oh man, he's a nice guy, he's a $1 billion actor and the greatest wrestler in the world. You never heard no bad shit about The Rock, but all of a sudden now The Rock went back to Hollywood and he did his awesome shit with the final boss, and now he pissing on set, leaving bottles, and the Ryan Gosling shit, with the movies. Like, what the fuck now? Like, so with The Rock smelling himself, like, if you smell what The Rock is cooking, like,
what you think? What you think, Warren?
So the peeing in the bottles issue, I think it's just because no one wants to go to the restroom in a public bathroom. Obviously, with the COVID era and stuff, I don't know all.
He also said because he's busy. He's too busy to take a piss. He's literally said that.
I mean, I remember Rock said on a live for a long time ago that he said he always keeps a laptop in his hand because he doesn't watch TV, because you see him on his Instagram taking a picture of him watching something on his laptop. He's always working and stuff like that. So I can understand the bottle standpoint. I mean, it is what it is.
That's
busy to pee. Too busy to pee.
That's some busy shit, bro.
That's all wrestling, bro. We used to piss in bottles all the time. I don't think any wrestler.
I'm gonna take a piss, all right?
Hell yeah!
I piss outside before I piss in the bottles over my house and shit.
Hey, yo, you too busy to piss?
I've done it. I used to drive trucks. I used to drive trucks. I used to piss in bottles all the time, bro.
I had a 7-hour drive. I had to pee in like 4 different bottles, so I had to make my time.
We've
to
done
get
it.
to the
Yeah, there's
bucket,
no
bro.
doubt about it. We've done it, but
It's
if you were just
awkward
reckless with
feeling.
it and you go to
If
a
you're
movie
reckless
set,
with it, yes.
yeah,
I
and
mean,
you pissing in bottles and leaving them just around, like, yeah, you fucking wilding.
But
Like,
I mean, the thing is, like, Rock's human. I think it's just the fact that you get that one person or 2 people, 3 people, whatever we want to say. It always, and this is something that I've realized with a lot of things in Hollywood too, and especially people on social media. They've been trying to find one bad thing about The Rock for years, trying to prove,
Oh,
hey
that's what
man,
I
you're
just.
not that good
That's
of
what
a
I
guy
just.
that they said what
That's
they
what.
are.
And
Like,
and that's how. And in
it's
a
like,
way, that's
bro,
how
what's he gonna
society.
do to you? Like,
In a
come
way, that's
on,
how
like.
society works, man. They look at you and they just like, oh yeah, he smiles, he's
It's
good,
it's
man. What the
ridiculous.
fuck,
Like, say,
man?
like, if I'm
Like
in
I
shape,
know,
somebody's gonna find an excuse like, oh, but you done this.
what
There's
up,
no way
Dev?
you can be like
yo, what's
this
going on? Yeah,
sober
yeah,
or with
but
steroids and stuff. It's like,
yeah,
bro, what's it gonna do for you? Like, grow
but
up.
not even that. Yeah, that in that case is cool too. But it's like, okay, yeah, Warren, man, he's a great guy, man. He's always got pictures with his son, his daughter. He doesn't
But I
buzzing with
don't have my
Marlo,
kid full
man.
time. I've had
He's
that comment
he,
thrown on me
he's,
before.
he's 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 such a great guy, man. He's always smiling, but shit, man, he's been smiling for 15 to 20 years, man. We gotta find some bullshit
Yeah,
to undo that fucking smile, and that's how literally society works, though. But to
it's
wrap up that Rock
sad.
shit, man, I said it the other day. I said, man, look at man, like
What up, Devin?
it doesn't put nothing, sort of. I don't put
You
nothing
gonna
by
change
with
my
none of
perspective?
these big time celebrities and actors no more. Like they all
Yo,
human.
I
They
gotta
all
say this.
human.
Amen.
I gotta say this. I'm always trying to be like the devil's advocate for shit, right? Because I
Oh,
like to,
like from
I
Allen
like,
Iverson, man.
I like to
Loved
try
by
to
loved by many, hated by many, hated by
listen. Nah, see, but that's where the bullshit come in. This is the reason why I be having my own concepts about shit, even if it's just to argue, just to give somebody a different perspective a little bit. Sometimes, the thing about it is though, bro, I don't think it's as much. There are definitely people out there that just want to hate. They just want to fucking hate. I don't give a fuck what it is. They gonna find a reason to hate anybody. A bum on the street don't got nothing. You
natty
still gonna hate
bullshit.
on them.
All right,
But at the end of the day, also, you don't want to constantly make excuses for people by having that thing. You know the motherfuckers who maybe they do some shit or they do something wrong or they do this and then their excuse for it is, why are you worried about me? There's so many people in the world. Why you? Oh, I parked over the line and you can't park in this tight parking lot and I parked crooked or something. Why are you worried about how I parked? Don't look at all the other people who parked. Why are you always worried about? They're them motherfuckers too, bro. And if you're
Yeah,
gonna be a person who don't want to try to accept, responsibility, the thing about being in the limelight is you have a lot of fucking eyes on you, man. And people are gonna find shit to bitch about. People are gonna find shit to talk about. They're gonna look. They're gonna inspect. But at the end of the day, if you're doing some obvious shit, I'm just saying this. I don't know if he's doing it. I know he's pissing in bottles. He showed at the gym. He said, "I don't got time. I'm running around trying to piss.
he's
Fuck them
sweating.
bathrooms over there.
He's sweating
Whatever.
this out.
Sweating and pissing and sweating, both." But if you're doing that and then you go to a movie set and you're like, listen, I don't got time, I gotta do my shit. I'm already like 4 or 5 hours late. Fucking, I'm pissing this bottle and I'm sitting it right here and y'all just keep working. And then that's what you're doing. Then I can understand somebody complaining. I'm not gonna be like, oh, they just trying to look for something to hate on. I'll be like, well, nah, nigga, maybe you just tighten it up, Rock. You my
Throw
boy
your
and
piss
shit.
bottle in the trash. Just throw
Yeah,
it away.
I'm never trying to just always be on some shit where it's like I feel like everybody is just trying to find shit. They are, but I don't want to think that way because it's gonna clutter my judgment. You know what I mean? Like it'll fuck me up. I won't be able
That's
to.
why. That's why I
I agree
said
in that
it was
scenario too, and I
eventually
think
to
that's
come
what
out.
I think that's the hard thing about just all these situations. It's in so many different parts. It's not even the fact that it rocks storyline. It's just based off of everyone else. Like we see people. What's their main goal? Obviously, trying to trend on social media, especially TikTok. I know a lot of people, they sit there and have these one comment things like, tell me when I'm lying or something. And they could be lying, but guess what? That messes up their content if they admit
Bullshit, yeah.
that they lied and all that bull crap. And I mean, sometimes, like I use that reference all the time. Controversy builds ratings, but it's like, you like, is it really going to benefit you on some of these things? Like the ones that I can't stand the most, man, are you natty or not? Like, is it going to make you feel any better to find out a 50-year-old man is on steroids or not? Like, is it
natural? Like natural?
Like, golly, bro. Like,
hey, Dre, he said, "Are you natty?"
That's
what everybody uses.
Natty,
are you natty? Are you natty?
Yeah, I was like, you might have a natty daddy, huh?
Me and Dre drink them natty daddies, y'all. I don't know, y'all know over there. Yo, me and Dre, Get
Yeah,
lit. I'll tell you right now, I'll be fucking them.
yeah,
Yo,
in
I'll
the
be watching me a
refrigerator right
movie.
now.
I'm telling you, bro. I got
I
my
only got a
wine and shit.
Fairmont bottle of
I'm
wine.
chilling today, but
Oh, that's
I
wine?
feel you,
Is
Warren.
it wine?
Yeah, it's a mixture.
Nice
It's a
bit.
wine, a little bit of
Is that
stuff.
a
I got my
mason
after
jar?
work. I'm getting
That's that
fucked up
Georgia
tonight.
nostalgia right there.
Listen, I'm not from Georgia, bro. I'm fucking
I know,
Jersey all the
but
way.
that
Nigga.
mason jar, damn it. You
I ain't
can't
no
tell me that's from
fucking.
New Jersey. You be
I ain't no
drinking out
Georgia
of
nigga.
mason jars.
All
You're a
right, guys.
Georgia resident, bro. You
I'm a
just got
Georgia
to deal
resident.
with it.
You definitely you
You
right about
live in
that.
that hard street of Georgia, baby.
Can't
That
deny that
dirt
shit no more.
roads, the Bears
Nah,
running
nah,
around the
nah. But we in
street.
Atlanta. Yo, listen, I
I'm
could never
messing with
move
you.
to the dirt ball country with the mosquitoes and all. Nah, I can't.
Nah, bro.
I'll live in Jersey paying a
But
fucking $1 million of
but I do
rent.
want to say something on like what Dre was talking about. You know, someone's always going to try to find something bad about you, especially knowing me. You know, me coming out telling my story about my situation with my son. People would be talking about if you're as good as a parent, everyone's trying to make you look. You would have your son full time, or you would go see him as much as you can and stuff like that. And like they would just try to make those shots to make you have a reaction, to make you go, "Oh, that was the trigger point. That's what that is." And I mean that if that's the case for some of these people, and I mean that's wrong on a lot of people, but you do have every different perspective. You can only go with what theory you can go with because it's not like we're personally next to them and doing this stuff and watching them do it. So it's just a read or whatever. So
Yeah.
it is what it is. Rock
It is
pisses
what it
above.
is, man. It is what it is.
Watch your
But,
boss. Hopefully
still
he's
interesting.
drinking a lot of water.
Yeah, it's still interesting. All right, guys. I got a little ghetto board here. We're gonna go ahead and do a quick backlash review. Basically just kind of go over and do some predictions real quick and see what we think about it. Now, this isn't a huge card, bro, but
Nah,
it looks like it's
because they
kind of
got
interesting.
something else playing.
Yeah, they got a little bit going on, man. So first match they got on the board here is the Bloodline versus KO and Randy Orton. I just want to say, we have one more topic we're going to talk about. This. I almost forgot. But we're going to talk about one more thing. We're going to talk about it to wrap up. But I almost thought that at first, I think this is a match that, in my opinion, has to show off what Tama Tonga and them are going to do. Like we were talking earlier, if something does happen, you are seeing news reports or little leaks or whatever, if it's true or not, that Jacob Fatu is supposed to be debuting soon in W, which would be awesome. And Backlash is Saturday, so it's like it would be really cool. It's in France, they're gonna want to do a little bit more, go out a little bit more than they usually do because it is overseas. So they could have some big things for this event, man. It could be interesting. I'm gonna go around the room and everybody give their predictions and whatever you want to say about it. Go ahead, starting with Dre. Just going down the line.
Hey, yo, I definitely see. I thought it was, also funny that KO wind up being back in feud with the Bloodline once
Bloodline
again. It's
shit.
like
Yeah,
he's intertwined with the Bloodline though. But yeah, definitely see Solo and Tonga winning the matchup with seeing my boy Jacob Fatu. If he does, debut this Saturday at Backlash would be definitely awesome.
yeah.
I know Backlash last year in Puerto Rico was off the chain. Can
Really
this
good.
year Backlash in France top that? Well, we gonna have to find out. But definitely, I see Tama Tongo and Solo doing some real big things, man. Just
Yeah,
Solo just in general seemed like he sort of the new tribal chief though in a way. This whole
yeah.
360 character development with him talking more, dressing different. It's cool. So I see Solo and Tama winning.
I feel you.
Or this could just end it. Actually, if it doesn't go 1, 2, 3, I could see this ending in somewhat of a disqualification. To be
That's how I
honest,
see it. I see a
I was
DQ
just
without
about
as
a
to say
doubt.
that.
because
I
Yeah,
was
without a
hoping you
doubt.
were going to stick with that one just so we could say DQ.
Yeah,
yeah,
I definitely
because
DQ.
what happened to Kevin Owens on Raw, I mean SmackDown, which I wish they showed it, because I was gonna be like, damn, we definitely ain't in the PG era no more. Like my man just smashed Kevin Owens in the car. His whole right side of the head was bleeding, so I had to put it together. I was like, damn though, like real
The
life.
way
I mean,
his
hold
head
on,
was
it's like
gashed, I was like, what the world did he
yeah,
do?
That
yeah.
shit was
I thought
dope.
I thought that was
That
I
shit
thought
was
that was
dope.
interesting. Where they going with that, and showing more blood, little by little. Not a whole John
when
Moxley
it's
episode
needed.
of
When
blood.
it's needed.
When it's needed.
every
Let's
You
say
know, so
I
when
see
it's
it
I,
now.
needed.
and it makes like that. May time of Tango as well. Just the same thing when The Rock did it
See
to
him
Cody
look good.
Rhodes, you know. So
Yeah.
I thought the moment, you know, it presented itself. But yeah, I see it in the DQ. Now I think about it a little bit more and see where that goes.
How about you, Warren? Same thing.
I got little Jimmy winning.
Little
No,
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
This
Just
guy over
kidding.
here. Hey, Warren's trying to be funny
I
tonight,
say
guys.
DQ and stuff like that. I mean,
Hey, Beeline. Warren's trying to be funny. We need a laugh button.
I just realized it wasn't Puerto Rico last year because it wasn't Raw. Monday Night Raw was literally in Jacksonville the next night, and we had to try to run up from that one. But obviously, I see this is going to be a big showcase for the Bloodline. This is just going to be a cool match for Randy and KO just to have on the card. I'm curious what Solo's change is going to be because this is actually his first match as whatever he's presenting himself right now. I want to know if he's going to be so mouthy and controlling to Paul Heyman in this match.
He already had been.
He already is. Yeah, he already is.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is telling Paul, hey, you shut up or you sit back there, turn your back around.
Bro,
like
he
that.
fucking smacked his phone out his hand and smashed it. Like, I think he's beyond telling him to shut up at this point. Like, yeah, he's been going in on Paul, bro. Like,
Yeah,
that's
he
what
was
that's
like,
been one of
Paul
the
might be
main
an interesting factor in this match.
Yeah, I think that like y'all said, the only thing that's a little bit game changing for me is Randy. I don't see Randy Orton getting dominated like that, especially right now. He's a big name, so it's going to be kind of complicated. I don't know how they'll do it. You know, I think they're definitely going to have kind of a match, but I think the determining factor is going to be a Jacob Fatu entrance, and that's where it's going to be like, you know, no matter what, they have to establish what they want to establish, especially right now after Roman. They have to establish a different caliber.
This what I can. This I can, you know, maybe I can see this possibly happening if someone attack Randy Orton. You know, if they don't want to go with the whole beating down KO as well, you know, but they could attack Randy Orton, take him out, leave the mystery. Who the fuck attack Randy Orton and just
beat
you
the
know,
shit
sort
out
of a
KO.
2-on. It's sort of a 2-on-1 handicap match, and
on a pay-per-view though. I mean, that'd be hard on a pay-per-view.
That
bro.
means that Jay's match would have to be before theirs.
Yeah, but I don't see Jay. Yeah, but the thing is though, Jay match and Priest is not main eventing
I
at
think
all.
that's match one. I think that's really going to be.
I don't know.
If it's not match one or it's not main eventing because you still got the WWE
because I think the reason why I say
match,
match one is because Solo and Tama Tonga are going to get involved in Jay's match.
I think, I definitely think that. I definitely think
so. Jay can be the run-in to save KO, and then maybe Jimmy comes in or something translates.
I don't know, man.
Actually, I don't even think Jimmy. Matter of fact, I don't even think Jimmy's going to be a part of this. I think it's going to be that they're going to beat down Jay, and they're going to build this thing up to what SummerSlam is.
I don't think they're going to put Jay in it right now because they already drafted the Bloodline to SmackDown and left Jay over on Monday Night Raw, though. And
Bloodline, no Dre.
That's what I'm saying, Dre. They're going to build it up to SummerSlam.
By the summer, by August, I believe that's where it's going to come, though, because Jimmy right now, I believe he's hurt. He's injured, so it doesn't make sense for Jay to come over to do anything if Jimmy's hurt right now. So just hold off onto it. Jay is still hot. He can still continue his little thing. And then by the summer with a Rock and Cody or, you know, that should start brewing and Roman coming back. Then there's a perfect time.
Yeah.
Is there another big pay-per-view after this?
I don't know. I can't even think. We don't got another big pay-per-view until Money in the Bank, I think. But King of the Ring, Saudi Arabia.
I think that's right. It's gonna be in
all
Saudi.
We're gonna go to the next match. All right, so next match you got Kabuki Warriors versus Bianca and Jay. I definitely think that Bianca and Jay are gonna.
I said the what if, and I thought it was gonna happen at Mania, but there it is.
I mean, when Jay got signed, everybody knew this was going. Yeah.
The only way that this does not go where they win the titles is if Bianca turns on Jade.
See, in my opinion, now if you want to build a story, you might as well keep this shit going to SummerSlam. Like, why would you do it on a fucking? But you need an established
women's tag team. Those two are phenomenal. They look damn near identical in type scenarios. So I say it's time. I say let them run with it and let them
if they get the title, let me ask this question real quick. If they do, which I think they're going to win too, I agree.
Warriors done with
if they win, who the fuck is going to go up against them, yo? As far as tag team, women tag team.
See, Well, they're gonna put some teams together
Piper
like
Niven
they
and
do
Chelsea Green.
with all the other tag teams and put people together, try to take on them though. But I think it's not gonna be more so who they gonna defend it against. It's more so can they keep it together.
Yep.
I
That's
think
where the
that's what
story's
it's.
gonna be.
I
Yep.
think that's
That's
where it's gonna
ass.
come out.
Yep.
I
I
mean, if
want
they're
them to
gonna
be
keep
like
it
best
together,
That could be a
friends.
because
cool way to
no,
turn for them
no. But
to
listen
turn
though,
on each
no,
other.
listen. I believe they are going to be, best
I'll
friends.
be back.
But I think in some way, shape, or form, can they keep it together? Can they personalities exist together
Together.
in one room and whatever like that? And I think it would implode somewhere like at SummerSlam or something. But what Warren just said, I can definitely see maybe. Well, I mean, they haven't really given off or hinted that one or the other is sort of, jealous or want,
No, and Drake,
more than the other.
yeah,
So
and you know how WWE usually does it, where they do indicate that, like they'll have
yeah,
weeks kind
yeah.
of building up to the tells. I would personally like to see it just on some shock shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been just tight. They've been fucking dominant together for a long time. They've never been not even close of a like a reference of like, oh, one person. They shake hands. They formulate tag moves together, and then just
But
some random pay-per-view, and then fucking, because I definitely want Bianca, and then Bianca just switches the fuck up in the ring, kind of like how Shayna switched on Ronda. It was
hey,
super surprise. You feel me? Like, you don't always
yeah.
gotta tell a
If they
story and make it obvious, bro. Like,
Nah, yeah, I get it. But if they do that Saturday, and let's say Bianca is the one who pulls the trigger, then what
My
you
bad,
do?
guys. I didn't
What's
feel like
next?
this is
no,
what
no,
it's
no,
about.
no, no,
What do you?
not Saturday. That's way too. This is what I'm saying.
Oh,
Let me say
okay,
my
What are you
whole
talking
shit.
about?
okay.
I think that I definitely think Jade and Bianca gonna win. I think Jade and Bianca winning the tag team titles. I feel like giving them full title establishment. Yo, we the most dominant fucking team in WWE history. But they stay that way. They're cool as shit. There's never deflection, never, for months, all the way up to you got to SummerSlam. Honestly, that's a next big one, next real big
Say
one.
Rumble.
They stay that fucking way, bro. They got each other's backs. They do the Queen of the Ring. They do all of that shit, and they keep it together. They cordial. They help each other. Nothing ever deflect. There's never even a fucking hint of deflection until they have a match, and it's a tag team championship match. They holding the belts all the way up to then, and then out of nowhere, there's no storytelling. There's no
Okay, so
Bianca's a little.
okay, but
Oh, wait. Let me finish real quick. Okay, Bianca's a little sassy. None of that shit. I'm talking about full throttle swerve on the fucking people. They in the ring, they wrestling, and Bianca just turns around and KODs the shit out of her, starts punching the fucking head, and walks out the ring.
okay, real fast
That's
though.
what I want to see.
No, and I like that. I like that. But I like a thing what Bully Ray says though too. He books backwards though. So now when I hear that and I hear what you said, what's the backwards? Can you book it backwards? What is Naomi? I mean, not Naomi, but Bianca. What is her motive afterwards? What is her motive on being a singles competitor? How would she go forward,
Okay,
doing that and turning on Jay Cargill out of
That's their
nowhere?
thing.
Because
here we
everybody gonna
go.
want to know.
Here we go. Check it out. Without even fucking thinking about it, just a fast thing that my brain can come up in 5 seconds. Fucking not even a whole boardroom of fucking people who are paid to do this shit. The biggest thing is, remember, they just made Bianca the number one fucking draft pick on SmackDown. The
Okay,
biggest
okay.
thing
That
is
could piss Jade off.
Bianca has been a dominant presence in wrestling. Now you're introduced not only a dominant presence, but a strong black woman role model in wrestling. To come up against somebody to where you're seeing she's getting paid, Jade just walks in, and all of a sudden everything Bianca's had to work from NXT ground the fuck up. I've been waiting for this moment. That's right. You thought I was waiting to tell you I'm the EST motherfucker. Not only did you establish an amazing heel turn, you established a brand new character who's going to draw amazing fucking potential and attention, but you also established Jade because now everybody wants to see Jade get payback. So now Jade is a fucking high ass baby face, and their match is going to draw like a motherfucker.
You
That's
know,
playing
kind
in
of a
back.
comparison type
There you
scenario.
go. That's what I wanted to hear. More
How
so.
Hulk Hogan
That's
was
what I
the
wanted
main
to hear.
guy.
Because I was like, hold up, wait a minute. If she turned on him, why? Like, give me. But
You don't even need a belt. You don't even need a belt.
You remember?
You don't even,
That's
Remember
no,
a thing
you
like
don't need a belt,
Hogan?
but that's
Remember how
the-
Hogan
but
was
that's
the
the main
top
story
guy?
between them two, though.
yeah.
Remember how Hogan
Yeah,
was the main
Strong
guy?
black women, bro.
Nobody
That's
was
it.
beating him, whatever. And then a guy named Ultimate Warrior came in, and Vince looked at him and said, "Oh
Yes.
my God,
I was
that's
just watching that.
Hogan, except he
Yep.
has abs. He has the muscles completely
right.
like a video game." That's what I see with Jade.
Then it was
and
also
Bianca.
Miss Elizabeth too to play the factor in that too.
That was Macho Man. That was him and Macho Man.
Oh,
Macho Man.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
you
that
talking
was
about
him,
Macho Man, not Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah,
I don't see
that was
Ultimate Warrior playing any role in any girl.
WrestleMania
5.
3 or 3. Was it 3?
WrestleMania 5.
WrestleMania 3 was when he him and
Andre
Warrior went at it, wasn't it?
No. That was
Warrior and
5.
Macho.
No. Yeah, I got it wrong. I just was
talking about
watching
Hogan and Macho,
and Andre.
Hogan and Warrior when what's it called?
5.
That was WrestleMania
5. Yeah. He didn't want to lose to what's it called? I had just posted a thing about that too when when I was showing you guys the pop that Hulk Hogan had when he was fighting Sid Justice with fucking man, listen, brother, we going in the golden era.
But
Man.
what I'm saying is that's a great comparison when you think about Bianca Belair, because that was the thing about Bianca when she first came in. Nobody looked like Bianca. Mm-hmm. Nobody could really look that star power like Bianca Belair was. Now you got Jade Cargill. Jade comes in here looking
just
like
walked in.
Goddess, looks like a freaking cyborg, but
no NXT,
beautiful. Like
nothing.
That NXT. She didn't have to go and play in the minor leagues. She is here. She is that big star girl, and her undefeated. She's not had anybody that's even came close to challenging her right now. And of course, you have Bianca. Bianca is kind of frustrated with a lot of people. Like, hey, man, why isn't everybody siding with somebody else type scenario? So they can do a great long storytelling with these two, because obviously we see these two going against each other at WrestleMania. There's no other
Mania,
way.
bro. Everything don't gotta be Mania, bro. SummerSlam.
That match would be a Mania.
Listen.
Stop making
that match is a Mania, bro.
No, you know what? I want to say one thing, just real fast.
You don't think that's a Mania match?
Hold on. Listen,
everything could be a Mania match, man.
And the only reason why I understand, the philosophy of everything has to be at WrestleMania is because that's where most of the stories culminate. You know, like if
that's
you're telling
a year
the story,
away though, man.
I understand. Shit, they did that in 2011 or 12 with The Rock and John Cena. But that's where some stories culminate. Like if it's normally a WrestleMania story usually starts at SummerSlam or after SummerSlam, and it culminates at WrestleMania. So that's where the whole ideological of let it happen at WrestleMania. So I get it, but
listen, like you said, Dre, listen, I think that Cena and fucking Rock has fucked everybody's heads up with that mentality, though. Because remember, Rock was a part timer. It wasn't like we were seeing this motherfucker every week. Just imagine having a feud right now, and it starts on Friday night, and we gotta wait all the way to fucking Mania next year, bro, for them to fucking actually, finish it off and finish the story and everything like that. That's too much, bro.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. You wouldn't necessarily, in my opinion, I wouldn't necessarily. I personally wouldn't necessarily started even if
these two dominate everybody. I literally say they're going to dominate until the Rumble.
Even if it is something like the night after WrestleMania, or you got to go a year, I would build something up to where it was a year. It wasn't like these guys just been going each other's throats for 365 days a year. No, they were maybe in a tag team, or they had a best of 7 series and they killed it, and or just some story where they are the main 2 characters. But I wouldn't necessarily have them having fucking 10 matches.
I see this not being a SmackDown match.
Oh, we into
WrestleMania.
SmackDown
match. I don't see this being any like.
No.
I
but
could
SummerSlam's a good
Saudi
call,
Arabia
bro.
show, but
that's ass too. SummerSlam's a good call. People forget, we got 4 major pay-per-views in WWE. You got Royal Rumble, you got Mania, which is the biggest, no doubt.
That's not that far away.
Bro, that's a couple months. I mean, how long?
Only a couple months. You want to draw this thing out?
Shit, you gotta look at it nowadays, man. At least over the last 2 years, shit. Besides, I want to say maybe
because those
I ain't
two
gonna,
right
I ain't
there
gonna
can
sit
get
on,
that title.
I ain't gonna sit on Survivor Series,
everywhere.
but just about
like I
every
said
pay
before,
per view
NASCAR.
from
TV
this year and
shows,
last year
daily
has been
shows,
a
all
major
that.
pay-per-view. Been major pay-per-views in international, places. So
Yeah, that's the thing. I actually wanted to kind of have a conversation about that shit too on a show, but it's always fun to have the kind of how people were looking at the Saudi Arabia shows and stuff like that when they were first happening. It's fun to have these events in all these overseas places, but if you are going to try to make these and glorify these events, like remember they were calling Saudi Arabia shows are like the WrestleMania of Saudi Arabia. No, it fucking isn't. It's a glorified house show. And everybody pretty much knew that for the most part. Most belts don't change hands. That's how it was for a while. But then, it's starting to get to a level where it's like they're trying to really make these overseas shows big deals.
Especially
They
this
got
year.
maybe a little bit more, events happening than what would have happened or something like that. You take it a little more seriously. I mean,
shit,
that's
they kind of
interesting.
like.
It makes it interesting, but yeah, it's
I
I get,
mean,
I get it.
not
It
it
really.
is,
shows the
sort of like
differences with the crowd for sure because
not.
like I said, the overseas audience watches wrestling in such a different perspective than the US audience do.
Yeah, they
Shit,
do.
that is kind of like Saudi Arabia's, from the, for when they first started doing that overseas Saudi Arabia shit, and
Yeah.
that at one point that was the only outside of WrestleMania, that
That
was
was
the
it.
only
Nope.
show that was
Traveling that far to go
that
out
was the
there.
only show that had a large audience and
Hmm.
huge stadium and that looked similar to WrestleMania. So it was like WrestleMania. It just didn't have like big stories and they got the Undertaker and John Cena and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But
Yeah,
hey,
it's,
what
it's
else
a
on the
different
card?
time. It's a different time,
Poor
I guess,
Taker.
man. Yeah, I guess
Poor
it's a
Taker.
different time.
Saudi
But
was a nightmare to him.
I heard, yeah, well that Goldberg match for sure. But Saudi was a nightmare
Then
for a lot of
Australia.
motherfuckers
Then that Australia match.
because of Goldberg. But yeah, so yeah, we all got Jade and Bianca winning this one, I think. The next match. Triple threat. You got Bailey, Naomi, and Tiffany Stratton. I definitely think Bailey's going to keep her title here. I don't think she's going to lose it. Not because I want her to. I love Bailey, but I'm not going to lie. I kind of like Tiffany Stratton, man.
Bro,
Kinda like
Tiffany is that girl. She is
pretty dope.
ready. She is
Yeah,
ready.
she's
She is literally Charlotte Flair and if Trish Stratus and
Nah, I
Charlotte Flair
see.
had a baby. That is them.
I see
That is Tiffany
Tiffany.
Stratton.
Tiffany gonna win that Money in the Bank briefcase. That's what she gonna do.
That's
The
a good
That's what
biggest
call.
she gonna
question
do.
out
That's
of
a good
these
call.
three is
You
what
know,
Naomi's
and
going to do. That's
Tiffany
the
gonna
biggest
take the
thing.
pinfall. Tiffany gonna take the
No,
pinfall
Naomi.
here, just out of out of I ain't gonna say out of kindness or respect because I think Naomi been taking a little bit too many L's since she came
It's gonna
back,
be Naomi's
so she
taking
So,
kind of like you know. So I want to see something new from Naomi too.
all
Becky, I
right.
mean not
So
Becky, but Bailey doing wonderful. It's awesome, but I definitely see Tiffany really being a
Naomi
breakout star.
goes ape shit after this match.
Warren, you said who's gonna win it?
Obviously Bailey, but I
Oh
think
no, yeah, not
Naomi's
yeah.
gonna
Okay,
take the
yeah.
pin. Naomi's gonna take the pin. I think Naomi's going to change. She
This
Mm-mm,
needs
fast? She
to.
just got
I
back.
She
don't think
needs to.
Naomi.
She needs
Naomi
to
can't
because
lose.
this watered
Naomi
down
can't take
shit
that
ain't
L.
working. It ain't working.
Naomi can't take that L, man. That's how I
Yes,
feel.
she
She can't
can.
take
She's
that
about to
L.
take it. Watch. And
Nah,
then I'm gonna
Tiffany
hear
can
you
take it
rant
because I
about
think
it.
Tiffany. I think
I'm gonna
Tiffany
hear
can
you
take it
rant
because
about it. Watch.
she got a more,
Tiffany's
in
more
my
established right
opinion,
now than
is
Naomi, sadly.
Tiffany Stratton character is much new, is fresh. People love it. They
She's way
behind
more
her.
established
So
than Naomi right now. She's way
But
more
Warren,
higher than
You're
Naomi.
you're
you're
missing
saying
the
that, but are
point.
you listening to what Dre's saying? He's
Yeah,
not
you're
saying
missing
about
the
it being
point.
established. You're missing the point.
Yeah, you're missing the
I
point.
understand what you're saying. Dre's basically saying like because Tiffany Stratus can take the L, that's why it makes
I
more
get
sense
that
for her to
part,
take
but
it.
I'm saying Naomi's only in this match to take the L.
I don't know. I
No.
kind of
I don't think
agree
so.
with Dre, but I can see Naomi taking it. It's not like it's
Yeah,
unseeable for me.
yeah. It's not like it's unseen, but I don't think she's in this match to take a L. I think she's in this match to, hey, obviously what happened what the week prior or the week prior on SmackDown, Tiffany Stratton interfered. So now it's a triple threat match if we want to, talk it like that. But I feel like Tiffany Stratton. I mean, when Naomi first came back, her first match on SmackDown was against Tiffany Stratton, but her
That's right.
inches got cut and all that bullshit because the Rocket came back the bloodline, scoring 40 minutes in the open promo. And
That's
Tiffany
right.
Stratton won. She went over on Naomi. Then Naomi got another match on her, and but I feel like Naomi need to continue going up a hill, even because she was mentioned in that whole bloodline trio too. So it's not like she got to continue going down. She got to go up. So I feel like she can't lose. Tiffany could take the L because everybody loved Tiffany, and I think
She
everybody
gonna
going to
go over
be
anyway.
continue. Yes, people are going to
Feel it?
still get
Yeah,
behind
I feel the
Tiffany,
same.
even after she's losing this match. Like
And I can see
like
her
I
winning
said,
Money in the Bank. I could definitely see that. I could definitely see that. It would be the smartest decision, I think. Yeah. We'll see though. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Listen, Nia better. Nia's one of the people who don't need to win that shit. Just like a Rumble win, she's just not needed. She's already a dominant superstar. I mean, I'm not trying to hate on her because Nia's actually a really good fucking wrestler.
Nia's lost a lot of weight. She
done
really good, man. She's doing her thing. Like Nia's matches have been really good.
Yeah, Nia's a good wrestler, bro. She's Samoan, man. Don't forget.
Busting her ass in Tampa every weekend.
We got Jay and Damien. This is the one we were talking about a little bit already. Yeah, we're gonna run through these real quick. I mean, we already said I personally think that some bloodline shit is gonna happen with this match, and I think that's why he's gonna lose. I don't think Damien's gonna beat him or go over on him fair. It's got either bloodline shit or Judgment Day shit is gonna happen to have some kind of DQ. Or maybe not even a DQ, but maybe just the ref didn't see it type deal.
Nah, definitely not a DQ in your first title match.
Yeah, hopefully not.
I say JD.
Yeah, but I see Judgment Day interfering. I see, what I see in because since Rhea is out for a while, she's not gonna be back until like maybe September-ish or whatever. And I can see Judgment Day trying to interfere the match. Damian Priest wins, and
I got you.
He kind of like being like, "Yo, man, I told y'all I don't need y'all."
Yes.
Something happened with that. That's
Finn
where
Balor.
I see that going.
I see Finn jumping in and helping JD doing something. Helping Damien doing something, and Damien winds up getting the pin because of that, and Damien getting pissed at Finn, and then bam, you building. All right, I see that build right there. All right. I'll call that. If not some bloodline shit,
it's gonna be both. I think it's gonna be both. I think the fact that Judgment Day is gonna accidentally hit Damien, and then people are gonna believe that Jay's got it, whatever. And I think the referee's probably gonna be knocked down or some type of shenanigans with that, and then the Bloodline's gonna attack Jay just to make it to where, hey, that's
either way, it makes sense.
But my thing is, why would Solo and real fast? I know we about to wrap, but why would Solo and Tama attack Jay if Jay he didn't lose? Hold on.
Jay, ruined right now because of him.
Let me finish and then say what you want to say because I want to get it all out because the whole concept of how it really started was Paul said to Solo, losing has consequences. So Roman Reigns lost at WrestleMania, and we all know Solo didn't win a match since forever. And Jimmy lost at WrestleMania, but Jay beat Jimmy. So why would any consequences go out to Jay?
I'm just gonna say this
beat up Jimmy.
On that point, I think it would go along the same. I just had a weird ass fucking case of deja vu right there with that shit right there. That was crazy. But on that same point, I think that it would kind of make sense of why they're going after Kevin Owens. To kind of like formulate the same thing. It kind of seems like they're not tying up loose ends, but just kind of retaliating to people who wronged the bloodline and shit. Like I think that's kind of where we're going to be going next. Like, okay, Roman couldn't get this shit done correctly. You let Sammy come in here and fuck shit up. Solo's been watching it. The Rock's been watching it. It does make sense if he does flip on Jay. Like he's like, yo, listen, fuck you. You ain't winning nothing. Like, you're part of the reasons why we have issues.
But you know what?
Starting this shit.
You know what? Now that I think about it, it does make sense for the bloodline to intervene because guess what? Every title Jay went after the bloodline was Jimmy who lost.
Yeah, Jimmy. Yeah, yep, that's true too.
That's what I'm saying. I think both teams are gonna get involved because Judgment Day's got to get involved in the match because they got to have that next thing for Damian Priest to get pissed off about.
Yeah,
Finn Balor this is gonna be match one because they're gonna have a lot of shenanigans going on both ends on this match.
All right. So we got after that match, we have one last match. We got both world championships on the line, and that's the AJ Styles and what's it called? Cody Rhodes match. Yo, listen, not for nothing. I ain't gonna say this too loud. This is the most boring fucking match on the card. Isn't that crazy? Yo, listen, Warren, be mad, but listen, on some real shit. Be honest, bro. Bloodline shit is pretty hot. Bianca and fucking Jade shit is pretty hot. The Tiffany Stratton, the Bailey, and the Naomi have story build. Even Damian Priest and Jey Uso got story build. This match right here is basically just who's gonna win. There ain't no fucking story behind this.
Is it? I gotta ask you, Brian. Is it this way because it's not Roman Reigns?
Nah. No, on some real shit. I'm not being on some hater shit.
No. Yeah, I get it.
On some real shit. I'm not even like on some completely real shit. I'm not trying to be a hater.
I've been hearing y'all ranting about this for weeks.
But that's over though. Like that's over. But I'm just saying on some real shit, bro. Like just calling out facts, man. They have not built this up, and I'm kind of upset about it because there's a lot of fucking story and history here, bro. It don't got to do nothing with fucking Dusty. No. Listen. Let me say this, Warren. Let me say this shit real quick. I'm tired of Cody Rhodes and everybody for the most part relaying everything fucking back to Dusty Rhodes, man. It don't need it. This match is a prime example of a match that doesn't need anything to do with his dad, yo. No disrespect. AJ and fucking Cody are former Bullet Club fucking leaders, bro. Like, yo, they have a story in this match. It's thrown together. It's very fast. And there's no build. Zero build, bro. Honestly, prove me wrong, yo. It's not hater shit.
All right, here we go. If they reference Bullet Club, you got a regular WWE audience. They've referenced the Bullet Club before, and no reaction happened. So that I can understand why they haven't referenced this. Now, there is a lot of story to this because of a wrestling perspective, because these two guys went on the indies and made their self where they are to this day. I say, yes, I agree about the Dusty Rhodes thing, and I think Cody's been adamantly telling people like, hey, man, I'm Dusty's kid, but Dusty's not here no more. I'm Cody Rhodes. And I think they could really play with that in the near future with that one. But here's the story.
Yeah, that's when he turned heel.
I don't see. Hey, Dre, he just said that shit like it was really happening. Every fucking thing I see Cody doing is Dusty's dad, his mom.
No bullshit.
It's always.
You know what? Brian said this shit. Brian said some shit a couple of weeks ago, and then all of a sudden, it's coming out where the Undertaker is saying it too a while too, because Cody Rhodes got heel backs. He was on a show a couple of days ago, and they asked Cody Rhodes, "Do we ever see himself being a heel?" And because we all seen them guys, whether it was John Cena or Cody Rhodes or Roman Reigns for a minute, they always try to stick, to them as the good guy, the baby face, come out there smiling. But then once your ass turn heel, everything goes straight through the moon and shit. So, that's the only way I really see Cody Rhodes, really, saying, stop mentioning my day. That's where I can see it beginning, like him being a heel and trying to step away from that sort of shadow, even though he's, stepping away from it.
That's been his whole babyface character, though.
Even when he first came back, when he first came back, what did he say? He had his father on the Titantron. I want to win. I want to win the World WWE Championship. So it's like,
Cody's whole story has been Dusty Rhodes. His self-establishment, it ain't been shit. You could love the guy all you want, but at the end of the day,
I'm not even just saying I love the guy. I know what their perspective with.
And then another thing is though, WWE always says, man, if it didn't happen in WWE, shit, it don't matter.
Yeah, but shit's
that's why you're not getting that build right now.
I know. And lately they've been mentioning
it. That's why we're not getting that story build. But the pro wrestling audience, this is a big match that you want to watch because these two drew the TNA brand. These two killed it.
If you say so, bro. Like, I'm just saying.
And reality too. And it's two Georgia boys finally getting a main event.
Congratulations. Ain't no story behind that shit.
I get it. I've heard y'all's rants for the last month and a half.
Nah, but he ain't never fought AJ in a month and a half. I'm saying this is now. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm just saying, bro.
Forever, so it is what it is.
But the only thing I'm saying, like you saying, I hate Cody. But the thing is, I'm proving the shit. But I'm proving why though. I'm not just saying it like I'm not just saying it like ignorantly. I'm telling you how, bro. I'm just telling you like everything about Cody's babyface run. Even like he just said, bro. The Undertaker even said the shit. Same shit I said. Cody is a heel playing babyface, and it's not
story.
attractive, bro. It's not
It is what
attractive,
it
man.
is. It's Cody, and it's not Cody Rhodes. It's Cody Reynolds. This guy is really like that. Every single day, he dresses in that part. He does all that stuff. You know how I do it?
I can't wait for Cody to turn heel. I can't wait for it. I'm the biggest Cody fan. When he turns heel, I'm telling you.
No, this is one thing I always say. I always talk about this story. This dude showed up in a Hummer, in a bright pink suit, in a very small area in Georgia in front of 10 people.
If that ain't heel shit, then what is though?
It is.
How do you motherfuckers pull up in the Hummer and rub it in your face?
No.
Because you ain't got no Hummer. You just
Really,
in a big ass suit looking fly. What your ass got on? Your ass ain't got a suit on.
You on a bike.
On, but it ain't a suit.
No. What I'm saying is,
now
what is really a heel anymore? The heel is basically the baby face now. So what's really a heel?
Warren, you trying. You reaching now, bro.
I'm not reaching. I'm just saying the obvious stuff. Like, it is what it is. That's what he's bringing out. It's working. The kids love him. He's getting a pop every single week. It is what it is.
I will agree on one thing though. Heels are heels are the new baby face nowadays, and the baby faces are the new heels because people love, at one point when the baby face was the baby face, you didn't boo the baby face, he was cheered regardless.
He was a heel because people were booing him. He was trying to be a babyface, and that's another reason that people say, I'm not saying it, but people do say he didn't like that shit because he wanted to be a babyface, but people were getting tired of that same I saved the world fucking gimmick. That's what he's doing the same thing he did in AEW. He's kissing babies. Roman called it. He's kissing babies and being the politician. He wearing this, just like Dre just said. You pulling up to the limo in front of the poorhouse. And you having everybody, whoa, I can be that someday, Mom. Yes, honey, you can be Cody Rhodes someday, son. And that's what he's doing. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I'm saying he's playing the kissing baby role,
he's
bro.
Drawing it. It is what it is.
You say that, but I'm seeing a lot of negative comments. Even from
you're on TikTok all day. That's all they do. But if it's about Cody,
Warren, you tripping, yo. See what I'm saying? Listen, this is a prime example of what we were saying before about why you can't. Warren's playing that character that I was saying before.
I'm not playing no character.
As long as you can say, you just hating. That's what you can say. This is what you can say. You're just a hater. It's easy to say that shit. But when you prove it facts,
obvious, bro.
You're just
y'all don't give it a chance.
TikTok, it's not like people are making TikTok and then they take TikTok and then TikTok just puts out TikTok shit. No, TikTok is formulated information from millions of fucking people, just like Google, the internet, everything else, and that's all the information that you're getting. It's not like TikTok is one person or a group of people who are just putting out one type of video that's their shit. No, it's multiple fucking people who are putting out videotaped, documented evidence of different shit happening around the fucking planet.
About AEW. These are the same ones praising about all these other things. It's just that it's a Cody Rhodes topic.
You seem like you're not being honest about it. You seem like a fan. I'm just saying.
No, I'm not. I'm saying the obvious. Like I've sat here and heard all this nonsense IWC bullshit. Like they were saying this. What's next? What's next? What's next? It's a babyface run. Let it happen. Let us see what happens. Cody Rhodes against AJ Styles. AJ could be a great heel to benefit Cody. Cody could benefit AJ in the same perspective. It is a match. Like we're putting too much into it.
What else are we supposed to do? Is we talk wrestling, bro?
I get that, but I'm just saying, like, it's like you're putting so much into it. Like, everyone wants to put so much energy just.
Bro, we just talked for 20 minutes about the bloodline and shit. We can't. We talk about Cody for 5 minutes and.
No, I'm just saying it's the same stuff you've been saying every single week. It's the same stuff.
It's the shit.
I don't know what else to say. It's a babyface run. I don't know what to tell you.
Try to change your perspective a little bit, bro. Because you fighting tooth and nail for
him.
I'm not
fighting nothing. I'm just saying the obvious. Like, bro, it is what it is. I'm just gonna let it ride. I let it roll with Roman Reigns.
You're a soldier, bro.
I let it roll with everybody else. It's wrestling, so we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
It's like a movie. You won't watch it until the end.
You gonna watch it? I'm still gonna watch. I'm definitely still gonna watch.
I know you're gonna watch it, but I'm just saying, like, the same rant every time. What's next? What's next? It's a babyface run. We don't know what the babyface run's gonna hold. Let's see what happens.
All right, we're gonna see.
I think it's so much anticipation with him winning the title, beating Roman Reigns. Everybody want to know what's next, and I think
Yeah.
that is the
That's
big
the
question with
problem.
Cody
That's the
story.
Rhodes.
part
You
It's
know,
a
of
big story.
long-term
well,
storytelling.
I
That's
mean,
why
I don't think,
AEW
but
fails so much
I don't.
shit.
Well, I
They
don't
don't
think.
tell
Well, I don't.
stories.
But I don't think it's no one's problem like the fans or anything. Well, I think it's sort of
No,
Cody
it's a
Rhodes,
problem.
and he been telling this story for 2 years. So we want to know what's next.
Well, the
We've been
long
telling this
term,
story. He's been telling this story.
That's
So
like
and
we
this
that's
is
like
want
a
to
it's
new
know
like a
what's
story.
movie,
This
next.
is a new
bro.
story too. It's a
It's
new
like a
story. It's not
movie.
a
Like, oh, I'm ready to see this, but you're not gonna seriously just go through all the dirt sheets to find a possibility of that movie role. You're gonna wait till that movie comes out to see what happens. So I
Yeah,
mean,
but you are
it
still
is.
going to discuss what's next, though.
Yeah,
You are going to
We can
Warren,
discuss it. We
we are
know
kind of also
everything.
watching the movie. We're not watching
yeah.
the
The movie
trailer to
is
the movie. We're watching the movie as it happens. We're not, it's not. I can see a trailer comes for a movie and then everybody speculates and say
Bro,
what's going to
it's the
happen, but nobody
stuff
saw the
I've
movie.
been
But we
hearing you
are
say
watching the
for a
movie.
year. So I mean, it is what it is. I get it.
We ain't never going to change Warren mind.
I mean, I'm just giving it in a mindset like, hey, I'm watching it. It's cool. I
I
mean,
feel you,
hey,
bro. That's no hate, bro.
I'm
I feel
happy.
you,
I'm
man. I
happy
feel
the
you.
fact that for the first time ever, you could have a baby face and get a reaction. It's took forever for that. Like,
I don't know. I don't know about
how
that.
many
Seth
times has
Rollins
a
get a
baby face
reaction all the time.
reaction
I
like
don't
that?
know. You be saying stuff. I just don't sometimes don't be understanding because I feel like
Bro,
Seth
you
Rollins
calling
get
me
a
the fan, but you're the one that's the Roman Reigns fan.
LA Knight got a reaction. I mean, you got some baby faces that get reactions, man. I just think that
But it's the first time it's actually
they're trying to
happened
make. I think they're trying
organically
to make
lately.
something, man. I think they're trying to make something, bro. I don't
I
know,
mean,
bro.
it's
I don't
gonna
know.
have fun.
Fuck it.
Like I
It is
said,
what it
man,
is.
like it's gonna twist. I mean, obviously, if Cody does
oh,
turn me up, it would be awesome. But I mean, it's a babyface run right now.
Yeah,
He's
we
too
gonna see.
hot right now.
It's backlash this Saturday. We're gonna see what
You're
happens.
really
I
on a
mean,
backlash right now.
yeah, we are. Yeah, it's already happening. We
no,
know it's gonna happen.
last thing, I don't think that babyface Cody Rhodes babyface was naturally organically. Everyone sort of hated him towards the end of the AEW. Then when he
I'd
came
say
to
that's it.
WWE, it was like, oh, okay, Cody. But then some motherfuckers still hated Cody Rhodes because it was like, damn, he about to take Seth Rollins' spot. But then he got thrust into the
Because Seth
bloodline
couldn't give
situation.
you a
Hold on.
character nostalgia yet.
Yeah, but then he got thrust into the bloodline situation. Then let's to mention he beat Seth Rollins 3 times in a row. Seth Rollins was the
Two times,
workhorse.
right?
Oh no, he beat him all three
Was it
times. He
three?
beat
Oh
him
yeah,
the
3 times.
first,
Yeah.
Three,
the
a hell in
second,
a
and
cell.
the Hell in
Three.
a Cell.
That's right.
So it was like, damn. Then he won
With
the
a torn
Royal
pec and
Rumble.
bruised up and shit.
Yeah. Then he came back,
Shitting
won the
on
Royal
Seth.
Rumble. Motherfuckers was like, fuck nah, Cody Rhodes. So then he won the Royal Rumble again. Oh, fuck Cody
Fuck
Rhodes.
that shit.
Then
I
the
say.
Rock, then the Rock take his spot. And them motherfuckers was like, we want Cody. So I don't think that shit was organic. It was until the Rock
The
came in
design by
and he
design.
boosted his ass. And
Woo!
that's what happened.
You right
So I
about
feel
that.
like Cody, like I like how he played to the question when it was asked, can he be a heel? Because it's a
I
big
mean, it's a
question.
normal
Now
question like anybody else can answer it. I mean,
with
hey, it would
so
be nice, but we don't know. Never say never.
yeah, don't
He'll
ever
be a
say
heel.
never, but
He'll definitely be a heel at some
Oh,
point.
he's gonna be a
Yeah.
heel in his
You know
run,
Be
that's
a
but
what I
I'm
John
want to
saying
Cena.
say.
There's no way.
not
Yeah, I
anytime
don't see
soon
that.
right now. I just don't see him doing it right now.
But Warren, can we at least agree
If he
about this?
the
Because
title, I see when he loses the title, he can definitely transition on that standpoint. But
okay, so
other than that,
you see it after a title because I was going to ask you like, fuck, I think I've lost it. But with him being a heel, I was going to say like, can you? Damn, what the fuck was I going to say? I was going to say it perfectly, but
I
I
know you were
lost
waiting
it.
for it. I really want you to get it back because I want to hear it.
Nah, you're saying I'm waiting for it. This really isn't like an attack, bro. I'm really asking
No,
questions because
I know
you're
you're
gung ho
waiting
in
to
your
ask this.
standpoint. I was just saying like I wanted to know if you can see like or maybe I was going to ask you, do you think that him being a heel right now, like you can't see that at all? You don't think that Cody Rhodes is basically like one bad move away from like if he came out on SmackDown on Friday and just got on the mic real quick and said, fuck this place and everything about y'all. I never liked you guys. I'm out of this motherfucker and just did whatever and just did some heel shit. You think that people will still cheer for him?
I don't know.
I think Cody. I don't think
a
Cody
grown-up
Rhodes,
audience maybe, but I mean just the
stop
kids.
dividing shit, man. Like it is like the audience. Period.
That's the reason of the character, though. That's what it is. Like LA Knight is a grown-up character that people follow behind as a baby
kids
face.
like him too.
Not as much as they like Cody.
Bro,
I mean, it is what it is. It's a match. It's a show. I'm excited.
Was Stone Cold? I want to ask. Was Stone Cold a grown-up character?
I didn't like Stone Cold, so you're
Or
asking the wrong
DX?
person. I didn't like DX
Yo, you didn't like DX? Oh man, I'm about to mute your fucking mic.
because they screwed the
like
Rock every
DX?
time. So what are you talking about? Why I didn't like
No
DX?
bullshit. No bullshit. That was me. I couldn't
Andre,
stand
come on
Triple H.
now.
Y'all didn't like
Anybody-
fucking DX.
No, I like DX,
Bro, as a kid-
but
as a
anybody
kid, you
who was
wanted to
beating
fight
up the
DX.
Rock, I did not like.
I didn't like
hold
X-Pac.
on, wait. Did you
I
guys?
didn't like Billy Gunn.
Let me ask.
Roadhog.
I know you guys went back and watched wrestling, but were you guys watching wrestling like as a kid in like
Yes.
97 and 98 and all that shit?
Yes.
I came in
All
99.
my recorded
99, okay,
DVDs.
99 are out there.
Pre-taped every single
DX
one.
came back. DX came back and they did the whole McMahon Helmsley shit, and that was a little different. But the original DX with fucking Triple H, X-Pac, and New Age Outlaws and China.
Yes, that's when they
Right.
screwed
That
Rock off.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
They
Bro,
screwed
come on.
Rock a year, bro. How the hell we gonna like DX?
That was the shit.
Like, I really
Everybody
hate it.
didn't
Like I
DX.
really
Now,
hate it.
in a feeling aspect for a
I
kid.
just learned something about
Like,
that.
that's
That's
like saying-
bananas.
That's like
I
saying us
really-
as a kid, we were
And it's
Batman
not saying I didn't
We were
like him
watching
though,
the
but
Joker.
you know,
We
but
were
far
to
as
beat
like
the Joker.
just like being a part of the show, just going with it. I hated the NWO for a
Oh, I
long
hated
time
the NWO.
because
I
they
hated the
crushed
NWO.
the
Tripping
Rock.
right now.
And
I
listen,
wanted
hear me out.
Goldberg.
No,
I wanted
NWO
Goldberg to steer every single one of them so bad.
NWO was cool, but when the NWO, when the Hogan and Nash and
I became a Diamond Dallas
and
Page
Scott
fan
Hall
when he,
put the
Diamond
Rock
Cutter.
in that motherfucking ambulance and crashed them with the
Yes,
truck.
Drake, speak on it. I was so mad. I was
That
crying
was
because I
heel
really
shit,
thought they
yo.
killed The Rock.
Look at
I
the
really
reaction
thought
that they
they
got
killed
me
him.
on, motherfuckers. Like that's listen, and I love The Rock, but I'm
How
just
old
saying,
were
like,
you, Drake? How old were
I
you, bro?
love that shit, bro.
How old were you
Nah.
around that time?
I went.
Because I was
Who was your
like
favorite? Who was
7
your
or 8.
Who was your favorite growing
Y'all
up? Was it
young,
who was
man.
your favorite growing up?
Hogan. This
Brian?
was
Me?
Hogan.
Yeah.
My favorite wrestler of all time was Stone Cold. But growing up, because remember, I've been watching this shit. I was watching
Okay.
wrestling in 90 fucking in 80s, even before
Okay.
that.
Okay. Let's just
Like in the
stick with Stone
1990s.
Cold. Let's just stick with Stone Cold. So anybody who fuck with Stone Cold, or let's say it was Triple H or Rikishi who ran over Stone Cold, did you
bro.
hate them
You
for a
didn't have,
while?
you didn't have some
Yeah,
type of
I
feel?
definitely did. But but
ready to take a
even
bite to him.
when The Rock, because I was listen, y'all think I'm not a Rock. If I
I
wish
know
had
what you're
fucking
saying, but
pictures,
I'm just
bro.
saying as a
I used
kid's
to-
perspective. When
Listen,
I was
Warren,
watching
I used to draw with a marker on my fucking furniture. The Brahma Bull,
Oh,
the
I still
people's
got
eyebrow,
drawings on mine.
the people's
I was trying to
champion.
draw the
I used to
Brahma
draw
Bull
on
all
my
the
shit,
time.
bro. But when
That's the reason why I got this tribal, because I wanted to get a Brahma Bull for the longest time. I just
Shit,
couldn't
yeah.
find somebody to do it.
But when Triple H and The Rock had that ladder match at fucking for the Intercontinental Championship, I think that was at
SummerSlam?
Royal Rumble 90.
This is
Was
when
it
he was a heel.
SummerSlam?
Yeah,
I think
it
it
was SummerSlam.
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 One of them. But when they had that shit, I love DX still. I still love The Rock. I just always like, bad guys for the most
Yeah,
part,
like
but I still
Triple H.
like good guys. But
As a kid, I couldn't like Triple H. As a grown up, I absolutely love Triple H.
as a heel, he was a great bad guy. I wasn't a fan. Like I would always go up against whoever Triple H was going against and shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I still like Triple H. Like, to this day, Triple H is my number 4 of all time, bro. Like
That's the same thing I said about The Miz. I did not, as a kid, I did not like Miz because I had that Triple H feel with him. Like I wanted whoever he faced, beat him. I just that feel. But as a grown up and when I got into pro wrestling, I absolutely respect Miz more than most people would.
Yeah, Miz is
because
fucking
of
great,
stuff
man.
that he's done and everything transition wise. Like
For real.
I like how you talk about that because I had that change of heart with DX, especially when they came back and brought Shawn Michaels back. Because I wasn't a Shawn Michaels fan when I was a kid. Because
that was the
original
DX.
I
Triple H,
didn't
Shawn
like-
Michaels in China.
I didn't like all that stuff that they did because, like I said,
Bro.
man, my parents were very sheltered, so it was like,
Oh yeah. Nah, we was watching that shit, bro. We was
like
telling
it's
everybody
like,
to start this.
yeah. Now, my mom would watch wrestling, but she wouldn't let me watch The Simpsons or anything like that. So
Really,
you know,
wrestling
when
was
I younger,
way
yeah,
worse,
my mom
especially
wasn't
back in the
playing,
day.
bro. My mom wasn't playing with that. But
All right.
anything
Yo, we're
with
gonna,
Undertaker, I was terrified of.
Yeah, we gonna start wrapping it up, guys. I got a whole nother show to do in this hot ass garage right now. It's
Oh my
fucking
God, it
starting to
is
get
hot
hot,
as shit,
bro. It's
boy.
starting to get
The
hot.
weather, the weather done switch like a
That Atlanta
motherfucker.
Heat,
Boy. I
baby.
tell you that.
Atlanta Heat.
But yeah, we're gonna. I
DC.
wanted to, just to throw it out there. One more thing that we were talking about tonight is
Oh shit.
long show, but real quick,
Yeah.
this happened. TNA Rebellion
Yes.
pay-per-view
Short,
was
sweet.
only purchased by fucking 500 people. Bro.
And let me go
crazy.
first real fast. I want to
Yeah,
say
please.
real fast on that though, because I think what plays a factor into it is social media and then all the links that go around. I mean,
We're
you're in a
not
day and age where you don't literally have to pay $15-$20 for an app to stream it. And then it's also on TNA, Plus or whatever like that too, right? So
That's right. That's right. Good
yeah.
point,
So
Dre. Good
I
point.
didn't even
Don't
think
you
of
have to
that.
pay an extra pay for that?
I don't
Like
know.
ESPN?
I don't know. I
Probably.
don't know with that. I don't
Probably a
know. But
subscription or something.
I saw the price of that
a
ticket.
lot
I
of
was like,
people, don't. It's not gonna pay for that. You got another app. We
You
had the
right.
WWE Network all these years ago, and then it's like now we got Peacock, and now we got it's moving to Netflix, and now we gotta get
Mhm.
Netflix, and then we gotta get TNA Plus. We got Fight TV. You want to see all it's just so many. You might as
Everything's
well
a
just get the
subscription. Yeah.
stream. You might as well just get the link, man, and just stream that shit, bro. That's it.
don't
only
say
thing
that.
about
Sorry.
Don't say
I'm not
And the
gonna lie.
that.
crazy
No,
thing is, and
Don't
the
say
crazy
that.
thing is, motherfuckers watching. People paying attention. People are paying attention. People are watching TNA,
yeah, they
but
are.
only 500 people
It's
bought the pay
mainly
per view.
clips,
But
though. It's
No,
mainly
you're right.
clips. It
You're
ain't.
right
It
about that
ain't the
shit, bro.
matches. It ain't the full show. It's
Listen,
clips.
I watch clips. Like Warren says, talks about my critiques on TikTok. I'm always on TikTok, but that's where I get a lot of information, man. I watch matches. I watch full matches. They got, you can go up to fucking 10-minute videos on TikTok. So I
They
watch
do a
full
lot of the
matches.
TNA matches. I will give you this. I got bored one day and I was
it
watching
just,
this
to
angry
me,
grandma on TikTok. I was watching that shit for like an hour.
Bro,
I
I
was
watch
just
TikTok
you
cracking
know what?
up.
religiously,
You
yo.
know what I think? You know what I think it is? I think WWE fucked the game up, man, with this bloodline storyline. People, man,
No,
they're investing
that
this.
after WrestleMania effect. I think that's what
No,
it
but
really
that
is.
that too. But I feel like also though, man, they've been telling
Every year.
storylines, and a lot of more people are like, you know what, WWE on fire, man. We want to see the story play out rather than
TNA
seeing
working
these
with
12
WWE.
matches
Just
happen.
wait for it.
Like these
And
12
Just get the
matches is
pay-per-view.
awesome though. But shit, if you have 4 matches on the card and you can tell me a good story within 2 hours, I can take that. Rather than sitting through a whole pay per view with 12 different matches with a super kick, a Canadian destroyer, and somebody
Bro.
bleeding half of the match, then
off of the fucking
that's
top
all
rope.
Was there blood
that's
on
all I'm
TNA?
saying.
I don't think
No,
a lot of
but you
people
get my
bleed on
point.
TNA.
But you
Yeah, I
get my
know what
point.
you're
That's
saying.
even
Yeah.
what
I get what
AEW
you're
Every
saying.
too
match
as
is
well.
not the same. It's a
Yeah,
different
yeah,
it's a
yeah,
different setting and stuff like that. And that's
yeah.
something
So
that a lot of people don't realize with these wrestling cards is yes, wrestling is different perspective in so many ways, but you want that different style. Like you
and
have to
then
have those
look at
different things
who
in
was
those matches to
no
make you
offense,
catch
but
that.
who was the headline of the pay per view was Nick Minoff
And
versus
Moose.
Moose.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
mean,
And
I'm
Josh
fucking
neutral on them
Alexander
though.
match I was intrigued with. I ain't
shout
gonna
And
out
lie.
to
Matt
fucking
Hardy,
Matt Hardy coming out.
yeah,
Yeah.
Matt Hardy came out at the
Broken
end
Matt
of it.
Hardy.
So no offense to it, everybody's excited for the Matt Hardy
Sad thing
thing,
is
but
people rebought that because of Matt Hardy showing back up.
Hey, listen.
So they didn't bring up the calculations after the show was over, and people went and rebought the pay per view to go watch the
no,
Matt Hardy segment.
I don't really think people went to go rebought it. They probably went to go
I'm pretty
stream
sure
it.
some of them would.
Listen,
I mean, hey,
hey, commission. I want to say this. I want to say
You
this
want
on
to
air
use your
too for
money.
anybody who's still watching. There's actually a lot of people still watching this, believe it or not. This is one thing that I've been saying. At least for my topic next week, I'm gonna let you guys know. Maybe like to gear up or whatever to come back on and watch us. For my topic next week, I do want to have a conversation. I know we've had multiple conversations about this, but I've been seeing a trend recently where a lot of wrestling fans are starting to, kind of like hashtag stop tribalism. And they're saying that a lot. Like I've been seeing it a lot on social media. Tribalism, I didn't look up the term. I'm not fucking, I didn't look up the dictionary term or whatever, but I'm pretty sure it's like you don't have to fucking, support your brand and shit on everything else. In a nutshell, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if you're a WWE fan, you don't have to shit on AEW, you don't have to shit on, Ring of Honor or anything else. But at the same time, like how we were talking, I think it is kind of an interesting conversation to find out why people don't like certain brands or certain promotions or how they have to kind of find out, like, what they like about it. So I kind of want to have a topic about tribalism and talk about, is it real or do people just not like shit? Because you can get into a cliche fucking aspect and be like, hey, listen, I like WWE and I don't like AEW because it is, and then people start saying, oh, you just like you're a WWE drone and all this other stuff that people are saying and
Look
shit.
here, that's a good
I want to talk
topic
about that next
because
week, yo.
that's really
Part
good.
two.
That's really good. Some people who tune in to TNA or whatever and be like, you know what? That crowd don't look big. I don't think I'm gonna watch this, man. You know
Exactly.
what?
Let's talk. We already did 2 hours tonight. Let's pick it up.
We gotta cut
And,
it.
We gotta
We
go.
gotta
Yeah,
cut it.
I gotta piss.
and,
Or I'm gonna piss in a
no
bottle like a
offense.
rock.
And my fiance said the same thing the other day. She was like, "What wrestling you watching right now?" And I'm like, "It's not WWE, I know, but
Yeah.
that's how it is though. When it don't got that big field and that feel, it's not live.
Example.
It doesn't.
And about not
You
watch
just
Sasha Banks if she's Mercedes Moné.
yeah. Little
It means
Amir
something.
in AEW. He only watched the WWE.
Yeah, but guys, commission, everybody watching, thank you guys so much for watching all night. It's been a really great conversation. Hope you guys enjoy the wrestling that's coming on this week. WWE is going to be in France. You know what I'm saying? We got everybody watching AEW tonight. Dynamite's coming on tonight. Of course, make sure you tune back in for the rest of Wrestle Talk Wednesday. Brian B, Lay, and Slim, we're going to be actually introducing ourselves. We're going to be talking about where we came from and getting to know each other on the fucking show tonight. So it's going to be a lot of fun tonight if you guys are watching along as well. And you guys got anything else before we get up out of here?
Go ahead, Dre.
Know, I'll be tuning in because if Dynamite come up with a time frame or something that's on it that sucked, I definitely tune in because you come on at 9 o'clock, so it's a whole hour. I can be like, all right, I'm done with this.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, man, new episode of the 11:30 podcast out now, and then I'll be doing reviews and reactions following Backlash on Saturday. And hey, subscribe to everybody here, man.
I'll be on it.
Episode.
Send the link.
Hey, I like
All
it.
right, all right.
We got interviews back again. Thanks to my Tide Punk over here. Just delete 41 episodes just out of the blue. We have a live episode with Mary Ellen, a woman that has had a lot of disadvantages in life and has been basically saying, don't stop, don't give up. So check out that one. A great published author. It's going to be a good one. I also want to give a shout out to my buddy Blackheart. We got After the Dark on Mondays. We had an interview with some interesting independent tag teams. It was a pretty cool chat with that. We're going to start that as well. We're going to have some fun with those. And we're going to have some buzzing with gaming. So definitely tune into that. It's summertime. We got kids. Lord help us.
Yeah, we definitely got the kids at home.
A t-shirt.
Home. Yeah, kids gonna be home in a couple weeks. I think over here too.
Enjoy your shows. Watch your wrestling. Live your life and have fun.
Yeah, definitely talk a lot of shit. But the wrestling game, we're gonna figure out when we can know wrestling, and we're gonna figure out who knows wrestling and who knows it, and then we're gonna
I see what together. You did.
Yeah, you see it, right? I'm trying to be fucking,
no, nah.
Trying a little bit.
I see what you did.
He's gonna have a suit on and everything too. Watch.
Listen, bro, I'm gonna put a business suit on.
I knew it.
A referee shirt. That's what I really should wear. Like a fucking zebra. But hey, Dre and Warren, I need to, I know you guys got schedules and stuff like that, so we got to figure out when we can get us to collab with STR and get this first episode rocking, because it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But Beeline, tune in tonight. Go make sure you follow 11:30 podcast.
Oh, you know what? Can we?
We
gotta talk about that. How we could do that? With STR at 9, commission at 5.
We're gonna
just do it at 9.
Do a Wednesday and just come together, find a great time in between 5 and 9 or whatever, and just do that commission.
Are you available at 9?
And STR show all in one.
We can. What's probably going to happen is it's going to be like
together, Dre.
Yeah, it might even be. I was even saying this. It may be even some live in the line time slots. It may be a brand new time slot, whatever. Like I might just promote it. It doesn't have to be on either show. If it is, it is. But I'm open. Like, you know what I mean? I know everybody works and people got lives and shit like that or whatever. So if we decide, hey, listen, Thursday's a good night, we can all do it on Thursday, and I'll promote it for Thursday. Whatever. It don't have to be a designated time. It's going to be a random show.
Okay.
We're going to work with a lot of different podcasters actually have already hit us up. So it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be a lot of effing fun. But Beeline, listen, until next time, definitely of all, stay true, stay positive, pay attention. We'll see you tonight. We back at it. All right, y'all.
All right, man. Peace.
Out, man. Have a great night. Go watch y'all wrestle.